connecting. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Halt ye, weary traveler, come and sit a spell. Let me regale to you the heroic tale of the heroes of Phandelver. The druid, wild and whimsy, played by... Screw it, I need to stop coming up with these fancy ass starts and actually write them down next time. We have the druid, played by Aurora Clementine the druid, played by Neff Champion. God damn it.
It should be the last session for this campaign, so we're good.
Don't worry about it.
You'll never have to deal with it again.
We have Remy the Reaper, played by the Amish man.
Ahoy.
Azarai,
Ahoy.
wizard. Ahoy. Wrong game. It's Azarai, the Wizard of Defense, played by Hex Harper.
Good time, motherfucker! Fireball!
And Burlwind, Longarm of the Law, played by Nick Brown, the Man of Ronan.
Hello, hope you're all doing well.
When we last left off, our brave heroes courageously charged into the Wave Echo Cave and went north. And then they went north. And then something started following them from the south, so they went even more north. Until they made it to the end of north. And found the big bad, because whoever made this dungeon decided, let's just make a straight line to the evil bad guy. They found
that makes sense.
That fast.
They found the black spider and his bugbears and his black spiders. They got stuck in his web, and Azrai went no, and then they got stuck in his web again.
And then Neff and I fucked him up.
And then Azrai and Aurora went, fuck this, and then blew him the fuck up.
Can you share the map again, please? I
Should they?
forgot to save it.
Yeah, I didn't save it either. Yep.
There you go. They then proceed to get curb stomped by bugbears. But they managed to take care of the rest of them, and then they fought a giant orchid jelly that was following them. Which lasted longer than the big bad evil guy.
Yeah,
We
that
were
was
right
a
to be
fun
afraid of that
fight.
thing. We hit the panic button and we were right to be panicking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when you hit it with lightning and it turned into 2 orchid jellies.
And then it's like,
That
oh
was-
shit, none of us have bludgeoning weapons. Fuck. Well, wait. Well, I mean, Neff
The
had a
bugbears.
quarterstaff.
The bugbears
There
had
was
bludgeoning.
no way I was getting close enough to do anything like that. No.
You explored a room off to the side and found your employer, Gundar Rockseeker, alive. Well, no, you found Gundar last time. You found his brother, the one dude.
Starts with a T, right?
Nundro.
Nundro,
Yeah.
no, Nundro. Okay, Nundro's the
Yep.
one that's alive.
And now, knowing that Nundro is safe, and unfortunate passing of the other dwarf, which Aurora nicked his boots. You have the rest of the cave to explore. You still have to find the Forge of Spells. The
If the-
dwarves haven't
if-
found it, and neither had the black spider at this point.
Okay.
If the
then
forge is
where-
just in the opposite corner, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Yeah. Same. Okay. So where are we heading next to then?
I mean,
Well, we got the dwarf. Where to?
well, he was in prison. He
Uh,
wouldn't have known where anything that. And we destroyed the fireball. Destroyed everything too. So I would say, after maybe do a little bit of a rest, a short rest or something, and then continue with the idea of the going up and down, up and down.
Well, I mean, like our wizard, I mean, our dwarf buddy's been here. He knows where it is, doesn't he?
He does not know where the Forge of Spell is. Him and his brothers found Wave Echo Cave. They know what it is and what is here, but they weren't. Just the three of them alone were not enough to fight off the undead presence that's inside the cave. After
All right,
they
then,
had left, the Black Spider basically ambushed the two brothers who stayed behind, while Gundar went to Neverwinter to get supplies in you guys. The Black Spider only made his way northward, essentially, and he's having a little trouble handling the undead presence as well, while trying to keep you guys from finding Wave Echo Cave. Judging by his charred corpse in the corner of the Temple of Doomathorn, it didn't work out very well for him.
Nope.
How exactly did the Black Spider find out? If I find out about this place, since it was only the three of you found this place.
That is a fantastic question. Maybe you should ask him.
That was to him.
Nundar. That's what Nundar said to you.
Yeah, because the Black Spider.
You turned him into a charcoal.
I mean, we know. I assume we know about in this world about like speak with dead and various other things, right? Like
You have access to speak with dead.
We don't.
No.
Does this like in anywhere of the temple, the dungeon, have we found like a carpet or anything like that?
You're going to try to bring this corpse with you, aren't you?
That's the idea.
No. However, with speaking with dead, all you need is the head.
Yeah, true.
Why don't we just wait
put a pin in that
until like?
Oh yeah, well, like, once we're leaving, that's the plan.
That just makes me
What
wonder.
if we just wait a moment?
Now I'm just wondering if Speak with Dead is even in Pathfinder.
Well, it's not a druid spell.
Oh, okay. Looks like that's a yeah. Oh, it's a level 3 spell. So
it's the same as D&D. So
let's see here.
Can't have it though.
Not
yeah, only clerics.
Yeah, clerics, inquisitors, mediums, psychics, shamans, spiritualists, and witches, and a couple of domains can have it.
I mean, there was a cleric back in Phandelver. There is a cleric, but I don't know how powerful she is.
Oh yeah, we only need the head. We can ask her to do that.
Yeah, but this is like a once we're leaving kind of thing. We can take the head.
See, I'm just Secret Dead in the spell.
Well, since we know there's undead, I'll pull out the mace.
Okay. I'm just reading off the description here. You grant this semblance of life to a corpse, allowing it to answer questions. You may ask one question per 2 caster levels. The corpse's knowledge is limited to what it knew during life, including the languages it spoke. Answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive, especially if the creature would have opposed you in life. If the dead creature's alignment was different than yours, the corpse could say will save to resist the spell as if it were alive. If successful, the corpse can refuse to answer your questions or attempt to deceive you using bluff.
I love that the corpse can just tell you to go fuck off. Go fuck yourself. You killed me.
The soul can only speak with what it knew in life. It can't answer any questions to pertain to events that occurred after its death. If the corpse has been subject to speak with dead within the past week, the new spell fails. So you can do it multiple times, just after a while. You can cast this spell on a corpse that has been deceased for any amount of time, but the body must be mostly intact to be able to respond. A damaged corpse may be able to give partial answers or partially correct answers, but it must have at least a mouth in order to speak at all. Corpse. The spell does not affect a corpse that has been turned into an undead creature.
All right.
So no,
you have to have. You don't have access to it right now.
Yeah, like
No.
the only cleric. Yeah, we know there's a cleric back in Phandelver, but we don't know how powerful she is. So we'll have to put a pin in that. But for now, taking out the mace and if you excuse me, Berlin, hooded lantern and sneaking into the big chamber. I assume you want to stealth check.
The chamber should be empty, right? Because this is where the slime, the jello, and the other things came from. Right?
Yes, it is large and empty. A wide rift fills the eastern half of this cavern. The stream pours out of the west wall, then tumbles down into the rift and flows out again to the north. Several ropes are secured to iron stakes along the western edge of the rift, leading down to the chasm floor.
Does it look swimmable? Like there's an exit that way, or?
How big? I don't think this is that big.
Yeah, how big are we talking? If it's like that dungeon diving kind of thing, then yeah, forget it because that's gonna be too dangerous.
3 feet deep.
Yeah, so it would be cramped, but not terrible. But yeah, so stealthy and what kind of the terrain is this? Is like how deep is this?
How big is the drop?
Yeah.
20-foot deep.
Ooh, okay.
There are lots of ropes leading down there, and you can even see.
Oh yeah,
you're
like,
you can see large piles of rocks that look like they have been moved and like stacked into haphazard piles when you're looking down.
All right,
there. This is the room where you were
hearing
hearing all the sounds of construction happening and work.
Yeah, do what I did with the entering the dungeon. Do a double rope system to lessen the weight on the rope, so there's less chance of them breaking. Climb down, and I go like, "Come on, guys!" And move over. And this, I assume this is a climb up, right? But there's also ropes here.
There are no ropes on this side, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll call the guys over, or the crew over. Brolin, I need your help.
Okay. Alright. So you climb down the rope, and then I have rope to. Do you want to throw it up there, or I don't know if there's.
Well, like how high up is this?
20 foot.
20 feet as well.
Yep.
Look, I got a grappling hook. There's any like place that looks like it has purchase?
It's rocky terrain. You might be able to catch on like some rock footing.
All right,
it's not going to be your best hope, though.
Yeah, I got Berlin here. So I will tie up the grappling hook, toss it up there, and basically like, Berlin, give me your hands here, and basically use him to get like a boost,
right.
And then using the rope to kind of like climb the rest of the way. See if like in case it does fail, he's there to catch me.
What's your climb at?
I forgot there's a climb skill.
Hold, Neff, yes.
Okay, so from where Aurora is standing, can she see the other side of the
Yes.
ravine?
Yes,
Okay.
you can see it easily.
So can she see anywhere that looks like it would be a good place for the grappling hook so that she can direct Remy with his throw?
You can try to direct him with a bit of a throw, try to like point out to where like more of the edges are rockier and stuff. It's not smooth floor. This is, well, it was once smooth, but it's fairly rocky terrain. I'll give Remy a +2 with you helping calling him out and stuff.
And so what that'd be? I assume a dex thing, right?
Depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, throw in the grappling hook up there. Tie it off of one of the ropes I've got and toss it.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll get a +2 circumstance.
26.
26, very well done. With
Okay.
Aurora's guidance, you're able to find an area that would be the most secure. Goes up, slides down, catches. Give it a good test with your weight. Let's just like free hang while you're at the bottom down here.
Yeah.
Now climbing up should be relatively easy.
All right.
All right.
What's up there?
That done, Aurora is going to climb down now.
All right.
And I'm just following behind.
All right.
Yeah.
So, just real quick, nobody wants to check around inside this room before they just leave, because you guys did just go from one end of the hall straight across.
Yeah.
Well, I just assumed this place was already carnage from.
Perception then.
Yeah, but this is where
Yep.
you heard all the guys working at, so they were doing something
Yeah.
in this room before they left.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Roll perception real quick.
Yeah.
My
Same
fault.
here.
Yeah. Ooh, 24.
13.
21.
All right. So as you guys kind of like look around to see what they were doing, you notice that not everything on the floor is rock. You notice bits of bash metal, things that you look like they used to be dwarven breastplates, helms, axes, swords. A lot of it's rusted, nasty, carnage filled, dented beyond use, are not sized properly for you. Looks like you also notice like a number of dwarven bones, skulls, rib cages, that sort of stuff. It looks like the bugbears were trying to salvage what used to be a fight in this room from when this so you guys know that orcs at some point in the past they drove out the dwarves that were living here, the dwarves and the wizards. So looks like the bugbears were trying to salvage things. Remy, with a 24, you kind of like brush a couple of rocks away and you find a pair of gauntlets that are unblemished, undamaged, and seem to be completely in workable condition.
And they're spotless, right? There's like
They
nothing
are
wrong.
spotless.
Yeah, I'm going to, because Remy doesn't want to, in case this thing has anything bad magical wise, he's gonna use his like cloak to kind of like grab it, put it in his bag, rappel down like Ezra. I've got something basically, and we'll kind of produce the gauntlets for him to inspect.
Okay, detect magic and then a spellcraft check.
All right. They are magical.
Spellcraft. 15 plus the level. 28.
These are gauntlets of ogre power.
Hey, Berlin, we got gauntlets for you.
Oh, what does those do?
So they are a weapon, simple unarmed melee. They do 1d3 bludgeoning damage times 2 on a crit. They radiate faint enchantment. These gauntlets give you a strength score of 19 while you wear them.
Okay, so if they're for unarmed stuff, then nobody here is really going to benefit
I
too much.
mean,
Well, no,
Well,
no,
it's more for the strength
no,
bonus than anything.
no, you misunderstand me. Gauntlets are a weapon in while you wear them. They
Yeah.
come with all your armor, except for I think they said breastplate.
and strength score of 19. That is a oh yes please, because that increases all my other weapons too.
Yep.
I will happily. If no one
Um,
objects,
Medium
Yeah,
and heavy
go right
armor,
ahead.
except for breastplates, come with gauntlets. Opponent cannot use a disarm action to disarm you of gauntlets. These are just properties of gauntlets.
Okay. And don't forget to get rid of whatever enhancement bonus from the
oh, I already that's already been done.
okay, from the last fight.
Yep, already fixed that up. So, but yeah,
All right.
are they in the party sheet?
Yep, they're in the party sheet. So while you're
All right.
wearing those, your strength score becomes a 19. I think is a pretty
Dang.
decent boost for you, isn't it? Yeah, that's a plus 3
yeah.
boost.
I gotta put it in my inventory.
Yeah, so I figured the fighter might be the one who could take those.
Yeah, definitely not me.
Yeah, because
All right.
19. Like,
Well, he
holy
does that.
cow.
Over to this one.
Oh, you're going to do the same? Okay, that's also a 20-foot uphill.
Yeah, and there's no rope up here either, right?
Yep, no ropes up to that side.
All right.
I've got a rope if you need one.
I got plenty. I imagine it was easy enough to take the rope back down with a.
Yeah.
Which were we going up? We're going up.
Oh, where I am.
Oh, I mean, like there was a
Okay.
path up there where you went up when you went up.
Oh, I did. Oh,
I'm sorry, I
you
didn't reveal it
that.
to you. That's my fault.
I thought that was it.
No, there's far more of this path, and it's rocky, uneven terrain. Not going to make everybody make a climb. You got a rope there. That makes the DC 5, and I doubt anybody's going to fail that.
Don't jinx it.
All right, and basically once everybody's up, then I'll start the journey down the tunnel.
He was sipping.
All right.
How long is that spider poison supposed to last, by the way?
You should be cleared of it at this point.
Okay. I was just asking because I was still drained a little bit from last time. And I was like, how long is that supposed to last? Should I be worried? But okay, I'll get rid of it if you said so.
All right, I'm moving down stealthy and checking for traps just in case. Just let me know where I need to stop.
Yeah, stop.
Otherwise, I'm going. Like, all right.
Might want to stop there. Everybody else might want to catch up to him. How much did you
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
new
yeah.
mic by any chance?
Why?
Because you just sound louder than usual.
Oops, sorry.
Like, it's
You're
not
fine.
bad. You're nice and clear.
Yeah, no, you sound good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I just wanted to make sure because I need to turn you down because you're
No, it's the same
blowing
mic I've been using.
out. Are you closer to it by any chance?
Yeah, that I am.
Yeah, that's what's doing it then. Guys, pop you down just a bit. All right. Because every time you talk, you get us up into the red on the sound. All right. This room. A narrow ledge overlooks a large cavern that houses a surging, seething body of water. The rhythmic booming heard throughout the mines is louder here. At regular intervals, a fresh surge of water funnels into the chamber and slams against the wall just below the ledge. The echo suggests that this cave might be one arm of a much larger cavern to the northeast.
I'm guessing that's also partially why it has its name.
The Wave Echo Cave, yep.
Can we tell how deep the water is?
So the ledge that hugs the south wall is 15 feet above the water level. However, when water surges into the cave every 2 minutes, it raises the water level by 10 feet. After a minute, the water level returns to its normal depth of 20 feet.
So about 20 feet.
It's 20 feet, about 20 feet down to the water. It doesn't tell me how deep that water is. So I'm going to say
Well,
it's pretty goddamn deep.
I can always
All right.
just cast
All right.
light on the pebble and drop it.
Seeing how narrow this little walkway is, Remy's gonna take out rope and basically tie himself up and basically hand it to Whirlwind to basically daisy chain.
Daisy chain.
Yeah, so basically, like, when walking down this pathway, so in case, if one slips, the rest can catch you, kind of thing.
Okay.
Just in case if there's any checks, anything like that, walking down here. And, yeah, basically, I'm going to go over to where this little pathway is. That's something stops me.
All right. So you
Oh,
don't
there's
want
one
to
there.
go.
That
Yeah,
way.
there's one there, and then there's two exits out of this room.
Okay.
Well, technically, there's another exit up here. Big compass, by the way. All right. Which way do you want to go, Remy?
Well, Yeah, let's go down the closer one first, just to nothing gets behind us again. Wait for the others to catch up to.
Should we just keep moving?
Once we get there, honestly, I'll untie tie ourselves so that we can free movement and everything.
The edge of the cliff here isn't a hazard or anything, right?
No, it's not a hazard.
Okay, then I'm just gonna slowly walk over.
I mean, we were tied together just to make sure, just in case.
Yeah, I'm just saying it wasn't like you hadn't had to make any rolls or anything like that, so I was just making sure that we were all on the same page.
Yeah, just Remy being cautious. And maybe.
So this passage leads you into some sort of trench. You can see that after you get past this point that the walls, there is a ledge above you, 10 feet above you. Directly ahead of you is a water wheel. So it implies that this whole thing here used to fill with water.
All right. Can we tell how? Yeah, I would have to get closer. Like how rusted and how badly like how neglected is this thing looking? How long has this been sitting here unused?
I'm sorry, it's only 5 feet.
The trenches?
Yeah, the trench is only 5 feet deep.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty neglected. You can see like signs of dry rot.
So it's been sitting here a long time.
Yeah, it's been sitting here for a while.
From what we've been told in the dungeon, can I tell this like dwarven made?
Yes, definitely dwarven made.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. All right. Upon seeing anything else, move forward.
All right. So this here reconnects with the room up above.
Oh, well, in that case, back over here.
Right, do you not want to get out of the trench?
What do you? Oh, there's a right. I might as well just see what's up there.
All right.
I imagine I can.
Yeah, it's only 5 feet, so you can like take a peek up above too. I imagine you're probably about 6 foot, aren't you?
Probably. Yeah. I can climb up there enough.
Climb up the water wheel.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to move up where he would be once he climbs out of.
Of course.
Where would you have to climb? Remind me, so that way, because I would be close behind.
I imagine you'd probably be like right at the wheel, about to climb up yourself.
Yeah, so we'll be right here then. I forget where you climbed
let's
up.
put you here, Remy, because you're moving all about.
I would be right on the. I would be right on the ledge. I imagine.
All right, so if that's there, then yeah, I'd be here then. I think not up the ledge, but about to climb.
All right. A blast furnace and a mechanical bellows powered by a water wheel dominate this large chamber. The furnace is cold and dark, but heaps of coal are piled nearby, along with carts full of unrefined ore. The water wheel sits in a 10-foot wide channel cut into the floor of the room, but the channel is dry. Passages exit to the west, south, and east. The empty channel exits to the north and east. More than a dozen withered corpses are scattered around the room. These slain dwarves and orcs are still wearing the remnants of their armor.
Oh, I got the mace equipped because I as soon as I see all the dead, I'm like, I'm being stealthy. I'm like, we'll kind of like wait for Whirlwind, it's like a waving him off like, "Do not come up here."
Okay. All right, if he
And
does
I'm
that,
going to very stealthy, very gingerly try to climb back down.
All right, roll a stealth check.
Drinking 17.
All right, so you very carefully follow the path you came back into the trench with you.
All right, and I basically kind of like look up above me, look to Whirlwind, and this is basically the kind of like very hushed tones. A lot of dead bodies up there.
The offer came before all this.
Understood.
How many was the count again?
8. Both
All right, so
dwarf
yeah, we'll
and
do
a
that.
orc.
Yeah. So if what we were told about this place and undead, there's quite a lot of them up there. It could just be corpses, could be undead. We don't know. But just saw the amount of bodies up there and was a little,
not to chase her.
So we could, try to just ignore this place, come back and go and keep exploring, or we try to climb up there and hopefully get up there before if these corpses are just corpses, then we don't mind. If they're undead, well, we have to kind of get up there relatively quickly enough where we can get up there and kill them before they get to jump on us. I can get up there no problem, stealthy. The rest of you, no offense, not so much.
So you want to see if we could try to find another way up there, perhaps?
Yeah, well, that's why I would prefer. There is another pathway to the east of that water. Maybe we can come back around up above. Then we can just, peck them off one by one.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, and yeah, I'm going to back over here.
He cried for his wife.
Just make sure I'm not. No, that's above. That's up the upper level. Never mind. Yeah, going over here.
Okay. So this, as you peek down this hallway, you see a set of stairs cut into the floor.
Perfect. Just what we wanted. All right, stealthy up the stairs.
Glittering minerals in the ceiling of this large cavern catch the light and send it back to create an impression of a starry night sky. Dozens of skeletons, many crushed under fallen debris, are scattered across the floor. The cave is large enough that it contains 2 freestanding structures. Each of these stone buildings is portioned for human use, as opposed to dwarf-sized doorways and furnishings you've seen elsewhere in the mine. Both structures have battered and blackened masonry walls. Their double doors cracked and scorched. The cavern is divided by an escarpment into which the flight of stairs have been cut. Passages lead out of this area to the north, south, and west.
So does it look like a battle took place here or something?
Yeah. The remains of the orcs, because the orcs don't collect their dead, and the dwarves who were driven off who were unable to collect their dead.
Okay. So these are dwarven bodies and orc bodies.
Yeah.
All right. I do have holy water. Does pouring it on a mace do anything, or is it
I think it does damage to undead.
All right, so basically, I'm gonna take out one of my vials of the holy water that I got from the cleric, and basically like pour some over the mace, and you can like offer some to. Do you have any blunt instrument, Brolwyn?
Blunt. I got.
I remember that was a thing last time. That's why I bought a mace specifically for this reason.
I have the Morning Star I picked up from.
Yeah, so I will. So I will hand you some of the holy water. Kind of.
You want me to pour it on my weapon? Is that what you want?
Well, in case these skeletons start to get up and move around,
Gotcha. Fair enough. All right. So, and would that work? Pouring it on the weapon, would that be enough?
I think you're
or-
supposed to pour. It's not like a poison, so it's not going to stick to your weapon.
Okay.
Okay, so then never mind.
So we'll just hang on so you can still
Yep.
splash or give it. I would say give it to maybe Aurora or Azrai who are low on spells, so that might be a better use of it. Especially if there's not a whole lot of undead, they can just throw it at them while we are engaging with them. If that makes sense.
Sure. Let's see how many files did I get? I know I bought I bought like 5 of them.
That,
So
that-
yeah, I'll hand like I'll hand you both like a vial of holy water.
Okay.
yeah. Does that sound good to you guys, or I don't want to push things on you if you don't want that.
No, that's fine. Aurora will take one of them.
Yeah, so I've got 5 vials. I'll knock that down to 3, and you guys will get a flask of holy water. And basically, like, yeah, and I'm gonna stealth my way through the pile of undead towards that doors right to the south, and basically leave. As soon as I see any movement, I'm smashing.
So to recap,
Uh,
everyone has one thing of holy water. Is that what you're saying, Amish?
Yeah. I gave if you want one as well, I can give you one as well, bro.
No. I was just saying I just want to make sure because I remember you saying you originally handed one to me. I just want to make sure I did.
Yeah.
Not.
Both the spellcasters now have a holy water flask. I still have 3.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure that they were the ones that got one and not me. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so it's like I said, moving towards that door to the south. If I see any movement, I'm smashing skulls.
all the skeletons get up and start doing a dance routine. Spooky, scary. Nah,
It's the skeletons from the
It's
our
musician.
band. Yeah.
Musician's
there
back.
are a few who deny what I do. I am the. This is
Our musical buddy's
Halloween.
back, musician.
Yeah, the bone musicians from our last or
By the pirate game, yeah.
they made their appearance. They're back.
Oh.
So no, the skeletons do not get these dead bodies seem to be undead.
Yeah. All right.
Just-
So then checking the door for traps, checking for locks.
All right,
Check
it
for
is
lock,
neither
yeah.
trapped nor locked.
All right. Stealth opened and checking inside. Do you need a stealth check or?
So this looks like it was a bedroom at one point. It's just got a simple cot. And it's pushed up to one side of the wall. There's another door that leads into the other half of the big building.
Anything under the cot, or is it just the cot?
Not just a cot. Kind of rusted
All right.
and rotted.
All right. Same as same verse of the first is checking check for traps, check for locks, open the door.
No traps, no locks. A large workshop was badly damaged by the ancient spell battle that laid waste to the mine. Work tables taking up 2 corners of the room are scorched, and the plaster has been burned off the masonry walls. In the middle of the room, a stone pedestal holds a small brazier in which an eerie green flame dances and crackles. The brazier... I'm sorry?
No. I was gonna say go ahead.
The brazier in its pedestal appear to have been untouched by the forces that destroy this area. Behind the brazier of green flame floats a spherical creature measuring roughly 4 feet in diameter. 4 eye stalks protrude from its central mass,
Oh god.
2 on each side. In the center of the body, a large eye that stares at you. Hello! It says in a thick, burbly voice inside your head. Hi! How you doing?
Hello there.
Hi. Hello.
Did you work with the dwarves?
I worked with the wizards who worked with the dwarves.
Did we know anything about wizards working with them?
Is he talking about Black Spider?
Who?
That's a no then.
How long have you been here by yourself?
What year is it?
Crow? What year is it?
Like 1350 something.
I will relay that.
1487.
14.
It's current year.
It is current year.
Current D&D. Well, because the 1300s is the current stuff, like where we're at in the Driz timeline. So I assume we jumped 100 years
Yeah.
since then, right?
Yeah, so oh, in that case, I've been here for about 260 years.
Is this the I forget the name of it? The well,
Forge of Spells.
the Forge of Spells. Is this the Forge of Spells?
It is!
Huh, we found it.
I don't.
Like, I will kind of lean to Browen. Can you go get the freaking dwarf?
I don't think this Forge of Spells.
Insight checks.
Sure. I'll. In case it's
Especially
hard to read a freaking floating eyeball. Yeah.
Is it just Remy that's only hearing it?
No,
Oh, yeah,
he's
that's right,
he's
yeah.
talking in all your heads. You all can move in there if you want.
Okay.
What is the insight in this in Pathfinder?
It's sense motive.
Sense motive.
I'm going to give you a -2 because this is not a humanoid.
2.
15 then.
He's friendly. He's fine.
I don't trust anything in this thing though. Where's sense motive? Oh, this is just a straight roll. Oop.
Yeah, he's super friendly.
Azrai, help us out, man.
I did. I technically rolled a 15.
He got
I rolled a
15.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both got the same. Because I rolled it before he told us the -2, so like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I did the same thing, but mine did too. Anything with the 15?
So what exactly are you trying to get out of it? Like, is it hostile?
Like, is it telling the truth? Is it is there anything?
The brazier
going on?
behind it is glowing with a strange green flame. That it is very much true. This is definitely a workshop, almost kind of like a mixture between a wizard's arcane lab and a smithy. If you had to guess a forge, this is about as close as you could get to it.
Nat 20.
Knowledge Arcana, all right? So, you're using this on the brazier, right?
Or just the whole area, this whole room.
Yep. So
everything I can.
You reach out with your senses and you reach, and this is the major source of magic within the cave. You believe without a shadow of a doubt that this is the Forge of Spells. However, the magic has waned over the years to the extent that it can no longer be harnessed to permanently enchant magic items, at least not in its current state.
Yeah, I definitely want to call our buddy dwarf buddy up. I assume he's been following us, right?
Yeah, he's been following you.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the giant eyeball. So I'm like, this it's like, kind of the vibe I'm kind of getting here is that this place isn't exactly what it used to be. Is there any would you happen to know what might be causing that? Maybe like a blockage or something, or if there's something messing with the general flow of magic here?
Oh man, it seems so weird. Like, wizards haven't been showing up to enchant magic items in at least 200 years. And then one day all these zombies and ghouls showed up and they tried to take things, and then I had to do the old zap, boom, pow. No, none of that. You're not allowed to do that. Mormesk, he's causing trouble south of here, so
Mormesk?
Yeah, he is the head wizard. He's the big boss. And he's just kind of he's not doing his job. Just between me and you and me, I think he's kind of a crap boss. I mean, we don't even have dental. And like, we got no
Uh,
eye insurance. And like, that's a big deal with me. Hell yeah.
no vision plan. How that is absolutely senseless. You said down south of here, like just down to south in the cave, or
Yeah, he's got the southern half of the main office is down on the other side of the stairs.
Okay. It's when's the last time you spoke to him? When's the last time he's even been around?
It must have been probably about 200 years, I guess.
So and you sure he's not just dead?
Dead? Nah. Humans can live like 2,000 something years, right? Or was that elves?
Humans?
Nah, it was definitely humans.
Elves?
Definitely humans. Humans are immortal. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's definitely something for us to look into. But I'm trying to think of any other pertinent information we should ask about the forge itself.
Could ask how it
Uh,
works.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
worked. Okay.
that's a good idea.
How does everything work?
So the wizards, they would go over it. They would put the item that they wish to enchant inside the flames. Let it sit for about a minute, and when it comes out, it would be magical. The better quality the item they were making, the better the enchantment was. So, like a fine sword would have been better than just like the stuff you guys can afford.
Oh, okay. All right. So a true craftsman could,
Mm-hmm.
get like a +5 enchantment out of this thing. No
Yeah,
hassle.
but you would have to put like the finest of swords made with like
Mm.
made
Well, yes, of
by
course.
autistic dwarves, so that way you know it's good.
Could you can you control exactly what kind of enchantment, or is it just sort of luck of the draw?
By what he kind of tells you, it's going to give you your weapon or your armor, whatever you put into it, a +1. And at the state you're currently in, you think it probably only lasts for about 12 hours.
Oh, okay. So that's not even.
So this is a temporary magic item for you guys. And when I say a temporary magic item, that means you can put all your stuff in there and come out of here with magic bows and magic arrows and magic swords and magic armor. You guys be good.
But if we unclogged whatever was going on down south, then maybe it could actually be permanent again.
Maybe.
Has it always been a temporary thing, or
I don't know. I haven't seen it get used in almost 200 years. It could be just a thing that it hasn't been in use for so long that it's. I mean, like, this thing went through the time of troubles and like the sundering and all the big things that happened and that mess with magic. So it's going to need like attentive and care put back into it.
I was about to ask where the sundering was, but then I feel like it's a whole conversation. Probably should wait on that. Asking the question.
It will show up in the Dritz novels eventually, because Dritz plays a role with that.
Interesting. I've heard it mentioned a few times. I'm like, what is the sundering in terms of D&D lore? I see it pop up occasionally. I don't know what that means.
Well, you mind if I give it a spin?
Let's see here. Absolutely. And he takes a more defensive stance over some of the items over on the table on the far side of the room. But he doesn't.
What does the? Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna. I'll let you finish.
Oh, go ahead. I was done.
I was just gonna say is, Nunjo, you said the dwarf was with us, right?
Yeah.
Does he have anything to say about any of this? Or any insight from him about this? Because he's been searching for this with his brother.
He is excited, and he's actually he's waiting to see what Azurai does because Azurai is a wizard, and he's like, if anybody's going to know anything about how this is going to work, it's probably going to be him. So he's actually like, Azurai, go ahead, put something in. Let's see what he can do.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if he had any more like insider history about any of. How
He
all this
was
works.
looking at some of the other stuff on the table too, which the Spectre gets a little defensive of.
That's fair.
Yes, we better not touch any of that, no
What's-
matter how interesting.
I'll
it
just
is.
ask him, what's over there? I'm not going to touch any of it. I'm just curious. You seem a little defensive about it.
Specifically crafted items for a customer named Tragon, a human hero of Neverwinter.
Do we know who Tragon? Or was that a history?
I think
check?
Tragon shows up in some of the books somewhere. I'm pretty sure Tragon dies a horrific death.
I don't have knowledge.
In
history,
any
so I-
case, this guy's not coming for this stuff that's over here.
Well, you said Neverwinter, and I was a Neverwinter guard. That's why I was kind of like, can I bring that up?
Yeah, so you would have recognized the name Tragon as some sort of human hero of the time, but he's been dead for like the better half of a century now, at the very least.
I guess I'm sorry to bring this up then, but your customer Tragon was a hero, but he died a hero's death. He's not coming to collect those.
Tragon's dead.
Yes. My condolences.
That's not possible. How could this be? Tragon's dead? No, Tragon.
I mean, he were here for many years. He could have died of old age. He might have
Nundar's
a
gonna go,
horrific
were
death."
you close with Tragon? I've never met him.
He must have meant a lot to you then.
I never met him once. I have no idea who he is. It's just awful to hear.
That is fair. Fair.
You're still not allowed to take the stuff. Only Tragon's allowed to come and get it. He'll come and get it when he's ready. When he's done being dead.
That's
don't
fine.
be-
We won't touch any of it.
Yeah, we won't touch
Yeah.
it. So, but when you're done being dead, it's not something you come back from normally.
Well, that's inconvenient.
If something already has at least some magical properties, would the forge not like that at all? I'm just kinda curious.
It has to be non-magical.
Okay, so I was thinking of sticking my bow in there and getting a +1 bonus temporarily, but since
Is the
it's
bow
already
magic?
had some, it's an arcane bonded item,
Oh
but
no,
it doesn't have any like.
That's not going to
Mhm.
count.
No, okay.
But it doesn't have like any actual enchantments or anything outside of its bond with you.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that won't count. So yeah, you can totally put that in if you want.
Yeah, and you can put enchantments on your arcane bonded item. You just have to get the proper item creation feat.
Yeah, so this
So
would be
for me,
kind
I'd
of the
have to get-
similar process. So the forge would do that for you.
Okay. I'm gonna just take out my bow and I'm gonna dip it in the fire.
Is your bow wooden by any chance?
Well, yes. Okay, no. Never mind.
So you put your bow
Never
in the
mind,
fire,
I-
and then you think, "Wait a minute."
It's like, wait, okay,
No,
maybe not.
No,
Uh,
I'm just fucking with you.
What's that burning smell?
It's like, no.
You put your wooden
I have to-
bow in the green magic fire, thinking it's going to be just fine. And
I have to-
congratulations, you have a +1 char. No, your bow comes out fine. Green flames kind of lick off of it in this little spectacular effect, but it slowly goes away. Your bow is now a +1 bow for the next 12
the rest
hours.
of the session.
Basically, the rest of the adventure.
Awesome. And there's so it's a +1 to the damage because it's already technically masterwork. Because why aren't you letting me do things? Okay, there we go. Cool. Berlin, Remy, do you want to? Do you want to dip your weapons in here?
But yeah, well, he was magical.
Well, yeah, I mean, you still have your sword.
Yeah, I got. That's what I was like. I'll just do my longsword, my morning star.
All right, so both the longsword and morning star are now +1s.
And it's just the damage.
+1. No, they're a +1 weapon now. So +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Yep.
Okay.
The bow turned into ashes +2.
Yeah, you get charcoal +1.
Not be-
Aurora's going to dip both her quarterstaff and her short spear.
All right, +1 to both of them.
You want to put your armor in there too? Just have +1 armor.
Oh yeah, gotta do that.
Everybody's
So
just gonna
where
put
would
all their
I-
stuff in there. I mean, like, there's plenty of fire.
Okay, so where would I put the stuff?
You would type it in the you go to your weapons and then you would add that +1 into the.
Yeah, you have to go click the magnifying glass and then edit the number manually.
Oh.
And same thing with your armor.
Okay, so So
like
put
on
it
your
in-
quarterstaff, where you see that bonus when you click the little hourglass next to it.
Oh, that?
magnifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Bonus, you
+1
just
to
put
hit,
one
and
in
+1
there.
damage.
Yep,
Put the one in the
bonus, yeah.
for the bonus for the okay.
Yep. And you just do that to all your quarterstaff and everything. Both your quarterstaff and your spear. In your spear, do you want to put your sling in there as well?
Yeah, hang on. I have a -3 on one of that. I need to make. Well, it was a -4, but I needed to make that a -3 because it's +1.
Well, it'd be a +1 to your armor class, not to the.
I'm
or anything.
Yeah. Okay, so that.
And Remy, I assume you're putting stuff in there too.
Oh, I'm putting all my weapons in there. The crossbow, the mace, the sword.
The dagger.
The dagger I'm not, but because I bought that one without the part. Well, actually, now that Blackspider's dead, I actually don't need to hide that so much. I had a plan for that dagger, but now it's not going to be necessary.
You're a rogue too. You pulling a dagger out of your boot's probably not that weird of a thing to see.
Well, like considering this was going to be the last one of the campaign, like if we had Blackspider alive, I was going to cut the reins of the rest of the horses and basically ride off with Blackspider.
And just leave everybody here.
Yeah. Well, they could have, by the time they got back to Phandelver, I would have been long gone.
I'll put my dagger in there too.
But yeah, that's why I bought the dagger. Specifically, why I bought the dagger for that one reason. But like now, the Blackspider's dead. I'm like, well, there goes that plan.
All right. I just want to make sure you guys don't want to take anything else from the Spectre. Try to trick him out of this stuff.
Not Jane.
He's guarding which table?
The table at the far side. Specifically, he's
Whoop.
guarding a mace and a breastplate.
Yeah,
The
do
mace
like,
has
well,
a
anything on the other-
sunburst design. Sorry about that. It has a sunburst design, while the breastplate has a dragon motif.
Well, what
Ooh.
else is on the tables?
Nothing very special, like the parts and bits that you would need to make like swords, axes, handles, like the leather straps that you would use to make the grips. All the things.
Anything
you
in
need.
particular valuable for dwarves?
Anything what?
Considering there's like a dwarven workbench, I was wondering if there's anything, that dwarves might find fancy that they would want to.
Nah, this equipment's kind of old and unused.
Yeah, okay, fair
been
enough.
out of use for a very long while. And it's moist inside this cave, so everything's kind of oxidating. Except for this mace and the breast armor.
Except for the magical items, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay. Thank you very much for letting us use this. We'll go see to your boss problem, and hopefully maybe we can get things shipshape up here.
Oh, I really appreciate that. All right, you all have a good day. Bye. See ya.
He also did say it might just be not just because it might not be in use as much anymore. Did that us putting it to use, did that help at all?
It might. You'll find out
Oh.
later.
Yeah, let's just take advantage of the 12 hours while we can.
Yeah, let's do that.
And head down, and he's just downstairs, like, okay.
When she
Yeah,
stepped onto
kind
the
of give him a
bench,
wide berth goes a
Sophie
long
said
way, just to
she
not
didn't
to
know what to expect.
get close to him and annoy him.
Nicholas opened the door before she could knock.
And I assume, like,
Then
check
Jimmy's
over here to
voice
make sure there's
broke the
nothing
tension.
here, then go to the door.
Sophie.
Nothing over there.
And then wait for the others to get close. Then,
I missed you.
same thing as always. Check for traps, check for
I
locks.
missed you.
All right. This door is unlocked and untrapped.
All right, I will,
Nicholas cooked,
and I will
but
stealth
she ate
open it.
every bite.
All right. Stealthily open.
As best I can, try to open force the door open. Try to limit the creaks as I get the door open wider and wider till I can see into the room and get into there.
All right. Dust, ash, walls blackened by fire, and heaps of debris beneath the sagging ceiling show that this room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishing, tables, chairs, bookshelf, bed are all charred or splintered, but otherwise well preserved. A scorched iron chest stands near the foot of one of the beds.
About everything in
Art has been here.
I mean,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
joking, but it does, like, you would say that this fireball went off in this room. Especially as you're looking around, the ash is not perfectly aligned. You can see, like, the shapes, vague orc shapes imprinted into the wall.
It's okay. It's like that where you get like the silhouettes. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, check out that. Where's the chest?
Daddy said he's trying to be.
Perception.
You're going to go check out the chest?
Well, you mentioned the chest. Yeah, but I'm gonna check the room. I'll perception the room as well as I get to the chest because.
All right, stop. That's right. You may want to move.
On the third night, Nicholas handed her.
I can hear whoever's TV is on in the background, by the way.
It's Amish's.
Mhm.
Yep. Sorry.
So rising up from the floor when you enter the room, in this shower of ash in smoke, a humanoid shape forms. Looks like he is severely burned, um, horrifically damaged, as if he had dropped a fireball at his own feet in life. He points at you, Remy, and goes, "Your presence is offensive to me. Your life
Say no more. I'm out. I'll leave.
forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, not yours to plunder."
Say no more. And like pushing the guys out the door. Like go.
Probably the one guy we needed to either talk to or kill.
Well, I was about to say, is he just pointing at Remy?
Yeah, well, Remy, this happens as soon as Remy takes a step inside. The moment Remy went inside, that thing showed up.
Oh, okay. So, because I was like, I'm inside too. He didn't point at me. So, okay, I wasn't going for the treasure chest. So I don't know if that was part of it or not.
Excuse me, who are you?
I am Mormesk, arcane master of the Forge of Spells.
So what happened to you?
I died
Well, I can see that.
when the
But how?
orcs rained and stormed in like a hurricane of blood and arrows. Our dwarven defenders were pushed back, cut down, and cast aside like trees on a mountainside. They stormed into my private domain with the intent to plunder my wealth and my resources. I and my apprentices fought them off with our magic the best we could, but their numbers seemed endless. With my dying breath, I cast a fireball on my own position to wipe out many of their own forces in this room.
The orcs haven't been back here for quite some time. It's been about what,
but
200
now
years?
I am bothered by irksome adventurers and drow wizards who think they master the arcane. My undead forces prowl the caves. They see and they tell me anything.
Your undead forces.
The skeletons, the zombies, and the ghouls all listen to me. For I am Mormesk, and I am powerful.
I've noticed the magic of the Spellforge has awfully faded since its golden era. Is that your doing?
The specter is an annoyance. It will not allow my minions to take the forge from the room. If you dispose of it, perhaps I might have use of you.
What is your goal with the Forge of Spells?
To use it. To hoard it. It belongs to me.
Wait, so you're claiming the Spectre is the one that's been draining of of its power?
Its drain of power has come from in use. I will use
Oh.
it.
And use it for what end, to what end though? What is your goal?
What use is that to a flesh and blood mortal like you?
One who is curious as to, well, I've not run through many undead creatures, and especially ones that have the capabilities of speaking and communicating with the living, such as yourself. Especially since you are so powerful that you have the undead ghouls and minions within this forge itself. They all answer to you and you alone.
We haven't even seen any.
He's mentioned them, and
Yeah, he's mentioned them, but we haven't seen any of them.
we've been lucky.
Well, Remy mentioned the one room of all those corpses. We don't know if they're undead or not.
Yeah,
And
we
the skeletons, but they didn't seem to be the undead either.
They're either not undead or they're just asleep on the
Yeah,
job.
we've seen corpses, but not undead yet.
we haven't gotten the ire of Mormisk yet, it seems. So that might also be why they haven't sprung up and attacked us. If they are.
Yeah, that's fair.
I grow tired of this mindless banter.
Well, it was more just us talking to her, I guess, out of character. He didn't answer my question though. He's a
Yeah,
powerful guy.
he's
They all answer.
deliberately not answering your question.
That little son of a gun.
It's like, yeah, it's like what my goals are too advanced for your mortal brain, stupid flesh thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna jump this guy now?
Basically.
What spells do you got, Azrai? Or what spells you got left?
Well, I've got plenty of magic missiles from that one wand. I've got color spray, grease, protection from evil, which I'm pretty sure you're going to be wanting in a moment.
I think so as well. Because that's the
Resist.
reason I asked, because I don't know if this is going to be like, if we take this guy out, all the undead, is it like Phantom Menace, the droid, you take out the droid ship or whatever, and then all the droids just power off?
Well,
Because we found the spell forge. That's true. We did fulfill our contract, but do we want to at least try and help?
Well, we
dwarves
do want to clean. We did want to clean this place out. We were told, hey, clean this out as best you can, or
Yeah.
And this guy, out of our two options, this guy is clearly evil.
I was about to say, I like the Spectre. He seems like the merchant
He
guy.
seems like a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy, he seems evil. He seems like he's not wanting to let go of his stuff.
So we going
And
into combat?
It sounds like it, but I'm just waiting for like a surprise round kind of thing. I was trying to figure out their spells, like as he's talking, do something. Big spell on his ass,
You're not going to get a surprise round. He is actively hostile to you, and he's just waiting for an excuse.
Yo, okay. You guys want to at least step in the room, or?
Well, we're right in front of the door, and he's right there, so it's not.
I mean, Remy left because he was told to leave.
Remy left because he was told to. That did not be told that Remy doesn't do what he is told.
I mean, especially he came to a completely charred spectral being told him to get out. He's like, he ain't gonna question that. He's like, yeah, okay, I'm out.
Hey, your weapons are magical at least now, so we can actually attack this guy.
Well, if he was going to be hostile or not when the encounter began, but now we know he's gonna be hostile. So,
all right.
I mean,
Sounds
he's
like
been
a-
hostile, but not
Yeah,
combative.
so, we're
Yeah.
getting the time. I'm just trying to get them to get into the room, so that way I'm not just alone in a
Sounds like
room with
we're
this
in
guy.
initiative because they're not going to step into the room. It looks like you're going in alone.
Well, like,
Okay.
I mean, I'm I'm not a melee guy. That's
I mean,
Remy's
Remy has no idea you guys want to attack. You guys are doing it internally that you want to attack him.
It's like, okay, I think we've heard enough.
Yep.
I do want to point out to Aura, this is an undead spirit that is clearly evil. So this is against your sensibilities as a druid too. So
Okay,
because
so she'd be bristling, but since he hasn't been combative, she's been keeping
Yeah.
herself under control. So if he attacks, though, she's definitely gonna attack back.
Like I say, if we're waiting for who's attacking first, I'll definitely attack first, and that's what's taken. Ain't no way this guy's leaving this guy around.
all right, we're gonna roll some initiative. Remy, you're technically the first one who gets to react.
So we're technically not into really initiative until Berlin attacks this guy. Then correct?
Well,
Or-
Morvis goes next, so Morvis is probably going to tell you. I think it's one of those. Everyone knows the fight's about to
Yeah,
happen.
the fight's
so I think
about to
it's
happen. You're all
Okay,
kind of
okay.
like talking amongst
Yeah,
yourselves about like, okay,
yeah,
should we
it's
fight this
like
guy? Are we gonna go?
Yeah,
and
it's-
he's clearly he's patient and he's a monster. So
Think of it like this. This is the old, like a gun, like, about a shootout, Old West. You know the fight's about to happen.
All right.
Everyone's reacting. You're just the fastest one in the West.
Yeah, I'm your
Yeah.
Huckleberry.
this is a undead spirit of a wizard who died in an incredibly violent fashion. The wizard himself may not have been evil in life, but what remains of him is just filled with hatred and pain and remorse. Killing him is probably actually a kindness because it'll let the
All right,
spirit
yeah,
rest at the
Let's
best.
see here. So I would have to get. Let's see here. So I don't see Berlin's going to be in there. So if I go here, if I enter the room, I'm going to be provoked. I'm going to get into melee with them. So
Yeah.
what I can do. Let's see here. I have line of sight with there. So I'm going to, I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Take one of the holy flask, and I'm going to basically throw a Molotov cocktail at him. Basically, just throw one of the flask at it, at the ghost.
All right.
See what it does. So this is, once again, another dexterity thing. Any minuses because Azarai's in the way?
No, because you're throwing past him.
All right.
You'll be thrown as a splash weapon.
+5.
Treat this attack as a ranged touch attack or as a range with a range increment of 10 feet. The flask breaks it if thrown against the body of a corporeal creature.
28.
But to use it against an incorporeal creature, you must open the flask and pour the holy water onto your target.
Well,
So
I
you
can
gotta go in there.
I can do that then. Yeah, I can pop the.
Because if you're throwing a bottle at a ghost, what do you think is going to happen to that bottle?
You can go right through him.
So you just gotta go in there and be like, here, drink this.
All right, so it is a ranged touch attack that does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
So, but it's also range touch, so I would have to be melee with him then.
Yep.
Right. All right, then. Well, then I will be over here to basically let Berlin get close.
And it will do 2d4 points of damage to undead creatures or evil outsider.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Each such creature within 5 feet of the point where the flask hits takes 1 point of damage from the splash.
2d4. 5 points of, I assume, radiant damage, I guess?
Yeah, radiant damage.
In case it does anything special to him.
Yeah, read it as radiant damage, though.
Yeah, because I don't have it programmed.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know
fine.
it would damage the kid.
So he did not like that, and he lets out a loud. You dare insult me, such assault me with your blessed water.
Well, you're clearly evil because you responded to it.
It's just,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're a good guy, you know?
Like says the guy currently sizzling.
It is literally holy water,
he's going to use his incorporeal touch on you.
Oh boy.
+6 versus armor class. Scored a 25.
Oh god.
It does 1d6 negative energy.
Oh
Plus-
Jesus.
1d6 con drain.
Oh
Oh
god.
goody. my
Oh
God.
god.
Ow.
It did 5 points of damage
Ow.
to your con. I think it read it all as damage straight up. Check your stats real quick. Is your con
my
at
con-
20?
I don't think it was.
I don't think that doesn't sound right. You might heal yourself 5 and then take down your con 5. So you're down to 10 con.
It's so let's see if I put it in damage, I guess. Oh no, it's -5. You said right?
To your con. So
Yeah.
to heal yourself 5
It
and
was,
minus.
yeah, so I put the -5 in damage to the con, and it definitely seemed like it did something.
Yeah. That's what I did with the spider venom. Too.
Yeah, okay. So I think that's correct. I'm not sure.
Oh god, yeah, that drain is gonna take forever
Yeah.
to get rid of.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay, yeah, we gonna need that cleric buddy to help with that. I imagine like it's like a long rest or just like the cleric. Huh?
Oh, hold on. Apparently this isn't even set up right in the module. So you need to make a fortitude save, or you take 1d6 points of constitution drain.
Oh, good.
Okay, yeah. Like,
fortitude.
I figured that was like you'd have to have a save or something, right? It's
well,
like, no?
15.
It gets worse. On each successful attack, the Wrath gains 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, it's a wrath. Oh, goody.
The save is DC. The save DC is Christmas. Oh, that's his DC. So he gets some temporary hit points from that.
Oh, good.
So you all watch as the Wrath reaches out and just grabs Remy, kind of like the front of his shirt, like digs his claws into Remy's body, and you just start to suck the life force out of him.
Literally a Nazgul.
Did he pass the save or
No, he failed. DC is 17. He rolled a 15.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I wasn't sure what the seven I wasn't sure what the
I
save
want to make
was.
sure that
Ow.
negative energy doesn't do anything as well. So
I think it's at least for living things it's just damage. But for skeletons it's healing.
because I think it's just like the type of damage it is. A negative energy infuses the damage deals extra damage to a living target as listed in its stat blocks, but heals undead. By the same amount, undead, another negatives. Get 3 hit points. Okay, yeah. So if you're weak to negative energy, you would take extra damage, and that's like every other thing. So the boss just took a straw and sucked Remy's HP. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Berwin.
Oh boy. I hope you guys got something to help us because I think our melee guys are going to be pretty useless. So hopefully you got some good magic spells to fuck this guy up.
You're getting protection from evil. That's definite. That's a definite thing.
Yeah, well, damage wise as well might be good.
Well, all our stuff is magical, so that shouldn't be a problem now.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully be able to do damage. So yeah, step behind more mist, and we'll do a longsword attack.
Bust out the longsword.
Oof.
15 is a miss on his AC.
Oh dang.
Oh, +2 because of the flanking. So
17
huh?
is a miss. And you try to make a swing with the sword, but he kind of like floats out. He's not bound by gravity, so he's able to make strange dodges as you swing your sword.
Oh boy, this is.
All right, Azurai.
Great. Okay, everyone's everyone's in a funky position. Hang on, what was the? Okay, that's touch. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Well, actually. Okay, never mind. That one would not help.
What he's frantically looking at. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, oh no.
Now I'm just kind of thinking, do I want to? Do we need this for the boss, or do we want to save it for if we're fighting a bunch more undead in another spot?
I say save. I say use this on the boss here, because if we kill him, I think the undead are.
Yeah.
That's over
Just
for them.
use it.
I don't know
Okay.
if you missed the energy drain here.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay. And let's see. And nobody is more than 30 feet apart from each other. So all right. Nick, you've been wanting this all fucking game, and you've
Have
been
I?
trying so hard and wanting like so badly to be able to get this
Twice.
one thing, and now everybody's going to get it.
Ooh.
Being able to hit twice, is that what was extra attack? Is that what we're talking about?
I'm casting haste on everyone.
Gotta go
So
fast.
everybody, it lasts for a round per level. So we only get this for 5 rounds.
We gotta
There's
make
no
this count.
and just to tell everyone what it's like. So a hasty creature gets a +1 bonus on attack rolls and a +1 dodge bonus to AC and reflex saves. Any condition that makes you lose your dexterity bonus to armor class, if any, also makes you lose dodge bonuses. All the hasted creatures' modes of movement increase by 30 feet to a maximum of twice the character's normal speed. Using that form of movement, increase counts as an enhancement bonus and affects the creature's jumping distance. Blah 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 blah. So, and when making a full attack action, a hasty creature may make one extra attack with any weapon he's holding. The attack is made using the creature's full attack bonus plus any modifiers appropriate for the situation. It's not cumulative with similar effects. Nor as a, but it doesn't actually grant an extra action. But you can, if you're making a full round attack, you now make 2 attacks on this fucking thing, and you've been wanting
There
to
you
for
go.
so badly.
So he gets it too, right? More Mesk?
No.
Oh.
Listen, you already made this guy really hard.
It's 1 creature per level, and they all have to be within 30 feet of each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go.
Remy, you still haven't knocked your constitution back down to 10. Because you took 5 con damage.
That I did. Okay, I put the. I guess I get to put in damage in, or maybe I'll just put it down to 10 and then just try to remember I got it 5.
Put it down on a notepad.
All right, everybody, fuck everything up.
You too.
You're faster. You're tankier. You're more accurate. You get more DPS. Go for it. Yeah, 5 rounds starting now. We're on round 9 according to this, so I will keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching you do that, Amish. I don't know why it's
It doesn't make any sense why it does that.
a
It
very
goes up.
strange one.
I'll just
Did you write -5?
yeah, -5, and Crows watched me do it. And
Yeah, it added 5 because you took because you
even though I
had
put the
less.
negative in there, it goes positive. It goes up in the plus.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah, because the total amount of damage you took was -5. That's what it read it as. So you've taken
Too bad.
5 damage when you put 5 in there in that box. That's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should not put the. So I shouldn't have
That's just
anything in that
regular
damage box then.
No, do put 5 in there because that is what lowers your Constitution score down to 10.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as we get those
So
settled now.
because
I
when
don't
you
know
took
why it does that.
essentially you healed yourself 5 when you put -5 in there. That's how you have to think about it. Like it's kind of like how the wounds go up with your HP.
Oh yeah,
Oof.
that makes sense.
Gosh, that's rough on you too because you lose hit points that way as well. Your max hit points go down.
Yep, yeah, they certainly do.
Ow. Yeah.
And if you hit fucking 0, you're dead.
Yeah. All right. So that was Azurai's turn. Aurora.
Okay.
Beat it with a stick.
Or what? Unless you got some other spells like a lightning bolt one.
I'm not sure if I have any left for lightning bolt.
Or you cast I think you should block. I think you got 1 spell from your class, and then you should have another spell for your wisdom score. And
Okay.
I know you've only used 1 level 3 spell.
Yeah, I
Any of your
used
level
1.
2s that would also be good. By all means.
Let's see. Oh, I know what I can do. I would have just take the. Gonna go here. Touch Remy. Give him Bear's Endurance.
Which gives him a +4 to his Constitution, which helps balance out some of that damage he's just taken.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
That's a good call. All right, so this damage goes to 1.
Yeah. And that'll be her turn. Wait, no. Right.
You moved, you used an action. Got anything else?
Yeah, but she's got haste, so.
Right. The haste.
Well, yeah, the haste is for like if you're making a full attack action, you get an extra attack.
Oh yeah.
But you still get an extra action though, right?
No, it doesn't count. I'll double check it again.
Well, I did a touch, quote unquote, attack. So
well, wasn't it? That wouldn't be an attack though.
Yeah, it's not an attack.
When making a full, when making a full attack action, which is what you did not do.
okay.
A hasted creature may make 1 extra attack with any blah 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 blah.
Okay.
And it's like
in that case, yeah, my turn is finished.
yeah,
All
it
right.
does not count as an extra action.
All right, Remy, you just felt your your fortitude get magically drained, only for it to be magically restored in part by Aurora.
So
Do sneak,
yeah, she's
do 2 sneak attacks. Do it. Just
Yeah.
stab
Yeah,
it
that's what,
repeatedly.
yeah, that's
up.
what to do. So
It's
yeah, let's see here. They both do the same. So yeah, let's see here. The better damage right now is the sword. So yes, it plus with the +2 flanking, because it'll hit anyways because it's a magical now, so it doesn't matter. So
16 is a miss.
Got a second
Wait.
attack.
yeah, I do have second attack.
Oh, did you add 2 because you got flanking?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, and the +1 from haste. So
Oh, does 17 hit?
17 is a miss, but 26 is a hit. Well,
Okay,
27
I
is a
got
hit,
that.
yeah.
you have +1 to attack rolls
Right.
as well from that. Just keep
Oh, are
going.
you freaking kidding me? 3 freaking ones.
Ugh.
On this, your sword is magical. It's not picking it up as magical, but you do manage to.
Oh, I didn't. I did
Yeah,
not
well,
put that in
yeah.
there. I'm sorry.
It's
I
fine.
put
I
magical
don't
in there.
I don't know if we can change it.
Probably not. We'll just have to remember that basically all your stuff is magical. So you do chew through those temporary hit points, and you dealt the 5 points of damage to him.
Yeah.
The only one that's able to do damage so far. Let's go.
Yep. And because of that, he's going to focus on you.
Oh, goody.
I'm going to keep touching you.
No touchy.
A 16 is another
Ow.
hit.
And you have the dodge bonus to your AC if that helped,
What's the dodge bonus?
or just a +1.
+1.
17 is
So
15.
So what's your armor class, Remy?
My armor class is 18.
and did you boost your armor from dumping it in the thing?
This is on his touch.
well?
Just to let you know, he has.
Oh,
This is touch.
right,
AC.
right. Okay, yeah, the armor wouldn't. Yeah, the never mind, armor
touch
wouldn't
18
affect.
and 15, right.
Yeah,
And he
armor
doesn't
would
get that
not
plus
affect.
1 to that.
No, no, he would still get the touch. You would still get the dex from touch. So yeah, he would still get dodge.
So 16 is a hit still.
The touch would be 15, and I get +1, so that'd be 16 to still hit.
Okay. You take 3 points of negative energy damage, and then you get to make You get to make your fortitude save. Which your con's getting drained. Oh, this stacks fast and bad. Oh, good.
Text bonus attack. See, this is text. How does uncanny dodge work? See if I can avoid this crap. See, dexterity bonus. No, it doesn't help the way I was hoping it would help. Nope. All right. What am I making a con save again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a fortitude save. Yeah,
Which
is based on your con. So
that's a fail.
that's another fail. You're going to take another D6. You take 5
Oh, God.
more con drain.
But I can't do that again.
He gets 5 temporary hit points.
Oh no, for a win.
All right, so I'm back down to 10 again.
Oh boy.
No, you're down. You're down to 9.
Yeah,
Huh?
I only gave you 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have a -3 right now.
I think you messed it up by putting into your con scores because you're down. This should read 6. That should read 15.
What?
That's 6. There. That's what that number should be.
Oh, okay.
So what's your hit points now?
Right.
Because it's not changing.
39 hit points.
You have 39 total hit points. Total, but you've lost all your hit points you get from your con bonus. So you're down to 37 hit points.
Yeah, I'm getting close to getting killed, guys.
Yep. 36. That just lost you 2 hit points too. On top of that, on top of taking 21 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm getting really close.
Fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him
Fuck him
up,
up.
fuck him up, fuck him up.
You guys gotta fuck them up too. You see my rolls. You guys got the magic stuff. You can do more shit than me.
Bro,
Exactly.
you're the brave knight, though.
Don't forget your +1.
That's a hit.
Don't forget your
That's a hit. Yeah, so that I guess doesn't matter. Then damage, because it's also flanking. I didn't put any of that in. That's 10, but it's
10.
again. It's
magic.
I take it. Don't worry. Did you add the +1 into damage as well?
and from the haste.
Well,
No, from your
no,
magic.
well,
The fact that your sword's magic.
Oh,
Just want to make sure.
I believe. Yeah, I believe so. Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't touch my short sword, so that way I would remember it. Like I didn't touch the short sword, so that way I remember that because there's no way I'll be using that. All right, so that's that, and then
Get another swing.
3, because 1 from haste, 2 from that, and then another attack. So let's fuck this guy up.
27 is another hit. Ooh.
Max damage there.
Max.
Or no, not max damage. That's not max. That's a 1d8, so that's
Yeah.
6.
Too short of max, but
Yeah. It's better than 2 less.
nope. That's the wrong number. That's a nice and heavy blow dealt to him.
Yeah. Help, guys, help.
Azurai.
Remember, you have a bottle of holy water.
no, I don't.
Hey, dude,
Yeah,
Remy gave a
is-
bottle to everybody.
You must have been away, but yeah, I gave both of you 1 bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't have it in my inventory or anything. It's like, okay, I completely spaced out on
No,
that.
you're good.
I have precise shot, so I don't have to worry too much about. So
What? Yeah.
I was thinking either use my arcane bond to regain a scorching ray and do that, or I'm just gonna shoot twice. So I'm just gonna shoot twice.
Yeah, how long does that bear's endurance last? A
Um,
I think
minute
it's a
per
minute.
per caster level, so it'll last for 5 minutes.
yeah, but it's still useless because he just drained those points I gave.
It's keeping him alive right now.
I was gonna say, it's keeping him
Yeah,
alive.
it is.
So
Okay.
It might buy Remy the turn he needs not to die. So
kill this motherfucker. You never know.
Oh wait. I forgot to add the +1 with a 15. Doesn't hit.
15 is still a miss.
No, it doesn't.
Remember, this guy has an armor class of what was it? 17.
18.
So 18. Sorry, 18.
This guy's more threatening the black spider who has the buildup for the entire adventure. What the hell is this?
Well, I'm not sure if the wraith is.
That's a hit.
Seems a
I got
little
1.
bigger than us. Yeah.
Partially
That's
resisted.
+4 damage.
I don't know
though.
what that partially resisted is.
I
'Cause
added magic to the keywords, but
I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't understand it either.
I'm trying.
Giant. All right.
I'm not used to being this hyper.
you got it there, right?
Okay.
You guys are doing good. You guys are doing good. All things considered, this is actually going pretty good for you guys.
It does not feel like it. But
Not for
that's
Remy,
mostly
no.
true.
But for the other 3 of you, yeah, this is going good.
I mean, he hasn't hit any of you guys. He's focused on me.
Yeah.
As long as,
Okay.
if we could kill him before your next turn or something, you know. Roar, what you got cooking?
I mean, you have 2 sneak attacks, so you'll just chop him to pieces.
Wait a minute. What's this again? Oh. Oh.
What you looking at? You gotta let us know. Don't leave us in suspense.
I'm
Sure.
thinking of casting resistance on Remy.
What's resistance you get? What is that?
That gives him a +1 resistance bonuses on saves. I think. Yeah. But that's not the one that he needs, is it? He
Well, that
needs
would keep
something
him
for
from. That could
4.
help him keep from getting further damage dealt to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I mean, do you have anything that does damage though to the wraith itself?
I mean, I could toss the holy water, or I could do the quarterstaff, but I think we would all rather Remy not die.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm saying that maybe doing more damage because that if you do 2 attacks and hit, and then he does 2 attacks and
Oh,
hit, that might be enough.
I've got at least one more turn on my feet before I'm in really close trouble. Like right now, I'm not doing great, but I think I might be able to survive one more attack, but that's about it.
Yeah, and he
You
might
have
not
to
go.
get him before his next attack.
Might not go for
okay.
you either. Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
true.
I'm pretty close. He
because-
might just finish me off.
Well, what if I hit him with the quarterstaff? With not Remy, this guy with the quarterstaff, and
Yeah.
then did resistance? Because that's
No, because it has to be 2. It has to be according to
oh,
his haste. It has to be 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So I say do the attacks. I think that would be more, especially if you hit with both of those.
Yeah. I think at this point, like doing the damage on the wraith is probably better. Even if it's like any hit points right now on him is better. Is best.
Yeah, because he can get the temporary as well. So if you can, and especially if Remy gets the next 2 as well, that might just be enough to squeak by.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I can actually hit on both my attacks and not roll all ones, then it'd be great.
And I guess would the
Okay.
holy water count as an attack?
Yes,
That
it would be
that
a
be
ranged
something.
touch attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so Roar, if you wanted to use your holy water, that could count.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. And since I'm within range, I'll just uncork it and pour it on him.
Yeah. So combat, you got your
that would be the CMB, right? Or
no, it'd be you roll the range, the one that's right above it.
oh, range. Okay.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Hey.
Nice. Okay.
That's 2d4 radiant damage to him. So just roll 2d4 and you'll be fine.
Okay. I'll just roll this on him. Oh, come on. I'll just roll it in the
Another 5 points of
5.
damage dealt to him. Come on.
Oh, come
All right,
on.
he's not looking great.
Finish him off, Remy. Finish him
Come
off.
on, Remy.
2 sneak attacks.
Yeah. We've got 2 sneak attacks. Hopefully,
Fuck him up.
Yeah,
All right,
+1 for haste.
and I got the +2 for the flanking.
Yep, and
No
+1
pressure,
for haste.
Remy. No pressure.
Oh, and that's right, +1. Thank you for running with that. I almost forgot.
Smack him in the dick. Smack him in the dick.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Oh, he's still up.
I got one more attack though, so +3 again because
I don't know why I got 2 temporary hit points.
another
That's a
hit.
Fuck him up.
And that's a
Better.
kill. Oh, damn.
Yay!
Oh my
Yay.
god.
Thank God! Thank God!
You
thank
sink your
God.
magic sword in twice. You sink it in as he's hissing and burning from Aura's spells. And you find something deep within it. Something breaks and gives, and he is unable to hold his grip onto the mortal realm, and he dissolves before you, Remy.
He's like, ah! Wildly flailing around.
What have I done? No.
What's your Constitution score keep changing? No, that's Aurora. That's why. You got a couple. You got like 5 minutes before Aurora's spell ends on you, and you take another blow to your Constitution. I mean, it's just,
how-
Here.
Can I use lesser restoration to just fix that?
think. Let's see what it can do.
Yeah, because ability drain can only be fixed magically.
Dispels
Okay.
magical effects, reducing one of the subject's ability score or cures 1d4 points temporary ability damage to one of the subject ability scores. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here.
Feel better.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that while in combat.
Yeah,
though,
because you only have one prepared. So.
Yeah.
That damage to your Constitution, Remy. And you don't feel like you're going to die anymore.
You still feel a lot worse.
Oh,
A little bit of
Okay.
healing would be nice too.
yeah. Well, I do. Well, also, Black Spider ain't gonna need it. I have a shitload of healing potions.
Yeah.
I won't.
Okay.
And I forget they're D8s, right?
DA plus 1, yeah, I believe so.
Lesser restoration does not restore ability drain, but that's all we have right now.
It
What do you mean
So
it doesn't? It says
either
Yeah, it says it restores damage.
Really?
It does not restore permanent ability drain.
what? No.
it doesn't.
Oh,
I was like, I had to double check. Like, wait,
No,
that doesn't sound
let's
right.
see. It
Unless it is.
Restoration does
hmm.
helps with, but that's a level 4 for.
So
not
how do
druids.
we fix that then?
I think he might just be
I-
fucked.
Well, I mean, how, what are we looking at? What would I be down to?
Let's see here. You took 5 that first round, and then
Another 5.
so you're down
be
to
down 10.
You will be down to 5 Constitution.
Oh, I'll still be conscious.
You will still be conscious. I don't believe you get negative to your hit points from con. So negative con doesn't mean you would have negative hit points.
Well, imagine if he were to do that and it got me into negative, he would have insta-killed me or something
Yeah.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
But luckily he's dead, so I think we're gonna have to leave and come back because
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to go back to town and get that cleric to heal.
Yeah.
Heal you.
Regular.
Okay. So.
What's in that one? What's in the room right here?
So
you do that, I'm gonna heal.
all right.
Like, get. Oh, look, 5 potions of regular restoration.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
It's a closet.
One. Take one.
What the heck?
Just take
Back-
one right now.
They scammed me. They scammed me on healing potions. That's
He rolled 2 ones.
Oh my god.
So it is mostly books inside there. It's like a whole shelving space, like a personal library.
Anything that sticks out, like involving the cave or the spell forge, or
Oh my goodness, really?
Wow.
yeah. Good time to begin these shit rolls out when I'm trying to heal.
You're going to need to roll a check. Your adventure says an investigation check, but
no perception.
yeah, perception
I've got 2 left. Might as well.
as well. You're going
Just
to
drink,
want them.
drink.
Hey, I don't.
I quit.
Are you
I
kidding?
quit. I quit.
So I don't get restoration, just lesser.
Jesus, Remy.
Yeah, it can't get much worse. I only got one left. Might as well.
You're saying
What's-
Remy. I think this is fantasy grounds here.
Like it's like what the hell's with these potions? And then you look and like the expiration date was the equivalent of like
Hey, there we go. A decent
1964.
Eh,
Oh my
one, two, one.
Oh my gosh.
Remy's just not having a good day. The black spider died. So you know you're going to get punished from the Zentara when you get back. You got skill to drain from a wraith, and now your healing potions are duds.
If I recall, this time, we weren't there, but as a player, I think that she said, "If you can," you know.
If you can,
I'm taking that damn chest because I've earned that. Whatever is in that chest, I earned it.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's fine. Then it's a mimic.
Yeah, that would be my freaking luck right now.
All right, so as you kind of peruse the books, Azurai, one of them kind of sticks out to you, because it has a map sewn into its cover. Now,
Hello.
according to the adventurer, the map shows the location of a dungeon of my own creation. So, because this is the starter's guide adventure, this would be like, okay, Dungeon Master, this is your chance to go out and kind of like express your own creativity, see what you can do with the skills you learned.
Sequel bait.
Yeah, it's bait. If we continue with these characters, maybe it will be something. But for right now, it's just a map to someplace else where you can get more treasure.
Did you make it?
No.
Oh.
Because we're gonna be finishing this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious because, like I said, if it was just like a challenge, like, oh yeah, the craziest dungeon ever, I can do that.
Meant for a level 15 party, and you're only
Yeah, or
level
something. Well,
5.
no, I don't know. I just find that interesting to see like what Crow could come up with in terms of just like a crazy, like dungeon.
Completely on my
Mate.
own.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we'll see one day. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Like I said, it was just just a curiosity to see what like
Oh,
that
there was
as
a-
a challenge. What.
I mean, there was
would
that
be.
one dungeon that you and I made during one of your streams with
Right, because
the
we
fifth
did the
edition dungeon
we actually followed like their random roll guide, I think, didn't we?
yeah.
That was fun. We should do that again. Like I should just
Yeah,
do
totally.
that sort of stuff again. Yep. Hi, sweetie. She's in the chat, by the way.
Hi, Pixie.
Hello.
Hello,
Um,
Pixie.
As for the chest, inside the chest, it contains 1,100 copper pieces, 160 silver pieces, 25 gold pieces, 3 diamonds, and a wooden pipe adorned with a platinum filigree.
Well, that sounds important to check that
Is
out.
anything in here magical? Detect magic.
Not a thing is magical.
Okay,
so
cool.
last
Okay,
thing is
Aurora's
nothing.
gonna take those diamonds because we might need them.
I don't know the cost of the resurrection in Pathfinder.
Yeah, because the diamonds,
Uh.
obviously, that's meant for resurrection. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can I can bring the black slider back. I won't get in as much trouble.
Well,
Maybe.
Aurora took the diamonds though.
I
Yeah,
think
for
Remy
now.
might stab her with how bad he's having it.
For now, he says.
Yeah, for now. She has them for now.
Yeah, he's just gonna nab him in the middle of the night and fuck off.
Screw all of this. I almost died.
Oh,
Like,
no.
not. So, what do you guys
He
do?
did want a prestige class into an assassin.
Well, we're gonna have to leave because I can't do much with my con as low as it is.
Well, we took Mormons guy. Then he was in charge of all the undead stuff. So I don't know if that affects anything. And then what did he said something about? We were asking about the spell, the Forge of Spells, and why this power was waning. And what was his response to that? Because he
Lack of
actually
use.
answered it.
He was
lack
being.
of use.
Yeah, because it hasn't been in use for hundreds of years now.
So we do
I'm
we
s-
do have our answer as to why it's not working. So we could
Let
call it here. Head back and let them know, hey, Spider's dead. Black Spider's dead, and the Wraith is dead.
and let our dwarf know. Just hey, we got rid of that guy. Might need a day or two to come back and actually clean up the place because
Yeah,
that guy left
hire,
a number on our friend here.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
these guys. Yeah, so we just let them know. Hire some more guards to come and help clean it up.
Yeah.
So, are you guys just gonna go back the way you came around, or are you gonna try to push forward?
That's up. I say that's up to you guys and Remy. Remy especially, just because he got real fucked.
Yeah.
I've got at least some crowd control stuff for spells. Like my color spray, grease. I probably should have changed that for something else. Protection from evil, resist energy, web, and then my whatever spell I want to use with my arcane bonded item. Whatever's deemed necessary. So I could just like pull out another fireball or a lightning bolt in a pinch.
Aurora, how are you doing on all that?
Pretty good, I think. I mean, I used a couple of spells, but
You still got like some of her first level spells. She hasn't even touched those.
yeah.
All right, so I guess the final decision then goes to Remy. How are you feeling, sir?
I mean, I got my ass kicked by an undead creature. How do you think I'm feeling? I mean, because there's no way to fix this other than just than a cleric, right? Like even long rests won't do shit, right?
Yeah, even a long rest
it's
ain't gonna do it.
only via magic.
So you guys are gonna have to go back to Phandelver. And if you guys go back to Phandelver at this point, the adventure's pretty much done. Because otherwise, it's just you guys reporting. You've done all the quests that you need to do. You just haven't gone through the whole dungeon to clear it out. But the two guys in charge, the Black Spider and this Wraith that's controlling the undead, are taken care of. So it should be. It's going to. The most dangerous things in the dungeon are taken care of now.
I mean, we could always come back later and do it after like a day or so.
Because right now my hit points is like my max.
Right now, Remy's way too compromised.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I guess that's our answer then.
All right. Now the question is, do you guys want to go back the way you came? Which might not be safe because you don't know if the condition of the undead or what remains of the Black Spider's forces have moved about any. Or do you want to push forward, which you don't know what's ahead of you? But you are much closer to the exit here than you are going back around.
So either a risky shortcut or the potentially safer long way.
Part of him, even now that we know that they got diamonds, he wants to go back for Black Spider.
Or you could leave Remy for dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Let's see here. He's all the way up there.
Yeah, he's all the way up there.
Either way, they would be able to trek to get all the way over there to get to the
and we
body.
don't and like Crow said, we don't know if anything's refilled any of those or anything like that.
Yeah.
We made noise. None. We still got Nudger with us, right?
Yeah, Nundar. Yeah.
Okay. So he can still follow us. All right. So I
since we're closer to the exit on this road, I think we just go forth with the unknown.
Okay, fuck it. Risky shortcut.
I'm going to assume Remy's not leading the way anymore, though.
No.
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 Just have Brolwyn in front.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not very sneaky though, guys. I'm just actually hold on.
That's at this rate. Who cares? We're
Yeah.
What is my stealth actually? What is? Oh, it's a +5. That's not bad. Put a lot of skill points into it, so I could be a little stealthy. Not as stealthy as Remy, but
I was like,
Dense carpets of weird fungi cover large sections of the floor in this cavern. The growth includes puffballs a foot across. Weird shelf fungus grow on stalagmites, and large stalks and caps a good 5 feet tall. Some of the puffballs glow with an eerie green it's that word for like glowing plants. Phosphorescence?
phosphorescence.
Phosphorescence, yep.
Yeah. Phosphorescent.
That sounds like something for Aurora to check out.
Okay. I believe that's a knowledge nature.
Yep, knowledge nature. Hold on, Burrowin. You may not want to be moving in there.
Yeah.
okay.
Don't
I
move
just
yet.
was trying to move out of Aurora's way.
I've got a +10. 16.
16. So you're familiar with all of these mushroom types. These are normally underdark mushrooms. So these things have grown up from the deep caverns below the surface. It's also not a good sign for you guys. All of these fungi are incredibly poisonous. They also are the shoot the spore off types. The sheer number of mushrooms in here are going to fill up this whole room with poisonous spores. If you're not careful.
What's the trigger?
They detect movement.
Okay.
All right, long way to
We start
Very, very
pushing
similar.
them back towards the way we came. Nope. 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 Nope.
Not even
Those
gonna
are
risk it?
poisonous.
Is
No.
is it only like air? So do we just have to cover up like our nose and mouth kind of thing, or is it like
What
Each
is it? Is it sudden movement? Like if we moved slow
it
enough?
is sudden movement. You're going to have to basically make stealth checks to get through.
Nope.
Or just moving at half speed?
yeah, like walk like the sandworm, you know?
Walk without rhythm.
Yeah, walk without rhythm. Would that work? Half speed movement kind of thing, or would it have to be stealth?
That
Or
would
or
probably
would
give
this-
you a bonus to your stealth check.
Like, would this pathway here maybe help us be less risky? I don't know.
I can't see where your
I
mouse
just-
is pointing.
I put a square where I'm talking about.
We cannot see.
Oh,
Up
up
a bit.
above you guys to like try to go around this whole room. Yeah, that's a potential for you guys, but you don't know
Well,
what's
don't
ahead.
forget that's where he saw the bodies.
Aurora is going to turn around and say, "Nope, we're not going this way. Those are underdark mushrooms. They're poisonous. Let's go."
The last thing we need Remy to do right now is make more fortitude saves.
Yes. Very specifically, she's looking past Brolwyn's shoulder to Remy. You don't want to go through here. Turn around. Turn around. Let's go.
Turn around. Every now and then we get a little bit closer to you.
Alright, so how far do we want to go then? Where do you guys want to go?
Well,
The only other path we had was up here.
Do we want to try that? I don't know where. Because that was where Remy saw the bodies, and he said a big nope.
Yeah, things have changed now.
Well,
Yeah,
the
we
wraith is dead. The
sure.
wraith is dead. As he said himself,
Yeah.
he's the creator of the undead. So maybe they're just bodies now. We don't know. Like
Yeah,
they were corpses, but I don't know if they are undead or not. We just were warned they're undead.
Well, I can check just with detect magic. If they radiate
Yeah.
necromancy, then we have
They
something to worry
radiate
about.
necromancy.
Oh, there you go.
Even
Okay.
after the wraith is dead.
I think we're taking the long way.
Yeah,
Take the
I
long
think
way
we are.
home.
Well, I was like, I see
If
the short
we-
way right there. If we just go the hallway.
If
I mean, we
through
do we do potentially have the frickin' ocean, the river we can take, wherever that goes or that leads us.
Go
Do we have a
out.
boat or anything?
I'd rather not risk that and drown.
Or is it, or it could take us down an underground river and then
Into
pretty
the
much drown
Underdark.
us.
Yeah, let's not. Let's just go. Let's just go the long way. Let's go.
do
Yeah,
that.
no.
Can we take the trench and just go back that way?
We would have to get past those the bodies, and we know thanks to Azeride that they're undead.
What if we went?
What if
didn't
we just
go
ran?
through-
Well, we don't know what's ahead of us. That's the problem.
Yes.
What if instead of going this way, which is what we're doing, we go this way, so we're automatically in the trench and just move slowly?
Well, the trench is where we were earlier, and that wasn't a problem. It's like where Azrai is right now is where the body. That's where the upper platforms are.
Oh wait,
So
hold up.
Other
What
than this is where
about-
we wanted to be. So like,
Wait, what about? Hang on.
where
What's
are the
over this?
bodies?
Oh,
What's over this way? Here.
Uh,
If we could cut across that way, maybe.
I totally forgot. We're on the same level as the bodies now. So like, where are the bodies?
yeah, I'll just reveal where they are because you guys know they're undead now. Just haven't activated them yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we haven't triggered them yet. So yeah,
Oh,
we
fuck, that's a lot. Well, yeah, let's
Okay,
not.
there's-
Let's go the long way.
okay.
guys.
They were just littered with. I wouldn't.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go.
because
let's
like
go
the one
long.
thing because I could potentially burn the initial group, but like, we would be in combat. But
We don't want Remy to take any damage right now.
You can take them.
Yeah.
They're just zombies.
No, we're going the long way.
all right, and I suggest we do be stealthy in case there are any more black spider guys or whatever.
How? I guess you have to let us know how far we're getting.
I'll let you guys go all the way back to the cavern room.
So
So you guys can move
Over
all
here.
the way up here.
Knowing that we do have diamonds, oh yeah, because okay, we're not there yet, so we're in the cavern room. So never mind. Then hold that for thought now.
it's on the outside or actually on the inside?
I'll let you guys get in there.
Okay, so we're just about to climb up, kind of thing. Or have we climbed up?
Yeah, you can climb up the other side.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some rolls real quick. Okay, so you are not alone in here. Coming flying up from deeper within the caverns. A monster.
Oh, great.
A group of them.
Great, more of them.
Great.
You recognize.
That's what we don't.
You recognize what these things are. You faced them once before.
Oh goody.
Tiny little fleshy bat-like things come fluttering out of the southwest passage.
Sturgeons.
Sturges.
Sturges.
Fuck that.
We have torches, so we can kind of bat them away as we run.
Yeah, we do.
Right. They are aware of you, because they can smell the blood. We are in initiative.
like I have color spray.
Then you go last. Oh no, you don't. You're in the middle. Okay, I was about to say, like, damn.
Well, they're gonna swarm us, so it's gonna be the angles are gonna be all weird. So it's like, God damn it.
Great.
That.
Uh,
All right.
why are they all surged too?
They're not.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
All right, so you have taken damage, Burrowin, so he's going to be attracted to you as the closest thing. The scent of blood makes a touch attack against you. Rolling a 22 versus your touch AC. And it does an attack called Attach. So this thing lands on you and sticks its barbed preposterous into your skin. Barbed legs latch onto the target and anchoring it into place. The attached scourge is effectively grappling its prey. The scourge loses its dexterity bonus to AC and has an AC of 12. But holds on with great tenacity. Inserts its proboscis into its grappled target's flesh. Scourge has a +8 racial bonus to maintain its grapple on a foe once it's attached. An attached scourge can be struck with a weapon or grapple itself as the prey manages to win the grapple. The escape artist check against the move. Can it do its blood drain on the same turn? At the end of its turn, attached to a foe, inflicting 1 point of constitution damage.
Jesus.
So at the end of his turn, he deals 1 point of constitution damage to you, Burwin. So you're basically getting the same thing that happened to Remy happen to you now.
But not as much, and it can be healed.
Yep.
With like restoration or
Because it's not a
just
magical
naturally resting.
effect, yeah.
It's not.
So
it's
it
not
can be
drained.
healed? Okay.
Yeah, damage can be healed naturally.
Okay, so I'm at.
It still takes forever.
So I'm at down a con is what you're saying?
Yep, I've already put it on you.
Yeah, there's a
okay.
damage thing.
Okay, you've already done that. All right.
Scourge 3. Going to do the same thing.
Oh, what's the point of wearing armor if your touch AC is different?
Not everything hits
It's basically.
touch.
Well, it has to pierce your skin through the armor, so I'm not exactly.
Well, I mean,
Bloodstain, I don't get that one. Like
Yeah,
the Wraith thing makes sense. I don't get the Scourge one though.
Well, I mean, in terms, I get it in terms of a like, okay, say, you're just standing out in the middle of, you're just standing out in your armor and everything like that, and then someone comes up and hits you with a club, and you don't expect it, so you're flat-footed and you aren't able to dodge, but you still have your armor, and you don't really need armor for someone to just go up and touch you. So if I say shocking grasp, I just go
pierce. You got to pierce through the skin though. That's why
I think is getting a little more.
No offense. It doesn't make sense what you're saying. And like, it's not.
It
not
works because I said so.
There you go.
In any case, another Scourge attaches to you, and at the end of its turn, that's another Constitution point drained off you. Now, if you're wondering why I'm rolling percentile dice, because these things are diseased. You have a 10% chance of being exposed to filth fever.
Oh, great. That makes it
just
even
when you get on
worse.
Filth fever, blinding sickness, or similar disease. Once the check is made, the victim can no longer be affected by this particular Scourge. All right. Scourge 5. Gonna come up. It's an all-you-can-eat Burrowin Caf buffet.
And they're all technically grappled to him.
Yep. There's another one and another point of Constitution damage at the end of his turn, Berwin. You're up to 3 now. Remy.
All right.
Shoot the one in the back.
Yeah, basically what I'm gonna have to do is to start picking them off. And so like 3, 5, and 2 are all in they're in the same square as Berlin, right?
Yep, they're
Pretty
all
much.
on Berwin.
All right, then. Is Street is one in the air where I can get a good shot at?
Yeah, they're flapping up in the air.
All right, and he hasn't gone yet, so he's flat-footed.
Yep.
I would go for 4, but okay.
All right. Yeah, I got the range for him. I can hit him. Then I'll go for 4 and get him. All right, and he's flat-footed, so I get the +2, or is it just or is he just because his AC?
I've already got the flat
Oh, yeah.
footed applied to him, so it should
Yeah,
work.
Alright.
you added your +1, right, too, from the magic stuff.
Well, that's probably gone by now because it's
Well,
only
I
one
hit him.
round.
I hit him anyways.
No,
It's
the
one
the
round
magic
per
could
level.
last for 12 hours.
Yeah,
From
from
the sulfur.
from
Oh, from the. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about my haste.
All right, and that's a
Got it.
kill. These things don't have a lot of HP. So,
Yeah, got one, Dad.
all right.
And so wait, it's still hasted. You said, right?
No,
No,
it should.
oh,
It would
oh.
probably be gone.
Okay.
It's that was only good for like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. All right. That's my turn.
All right, Azrai.
Okay.
Does haste still have like that crash out like it does in 5th edition?
No, I did. It did not mention anything about a. Okay, that's a 15-foot cone. Since the worst that can happen to you, Burrowin, is you're only stunned for a round. Since you have 5 hit dice, anything else would be completely fucked. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're officially hitting the point where it's like, don't worry, color spray won't do too much to you.
Does that begin?
Okay.
Seizure procedure.
Just nope. I'm not dealing with any of this.
Failure.
Uh,
Failure. 1 succeeded. Number 2 succeeded. All the other ones failed.
Okay. I'm not targeting Burrowin, but he's getting a stunned. It's only for a round. And the rest only have like 1 hit die, right?
Yep.
So they can have as soon as I can.
Surge's hit die is a D10. Jeez.
Well, have fun with that.
Unconscious, blinded, and stunned. So
yeah, so
Sturge,
those 2 are gone.
Yep. So
1 and 5.
1 and 5 are gone.
Or they're at least, they're. Hold up. Oh, how many failed? Okay, Burrowin failed.
All of them but 2.
All of them but 2. Okay, so yeah. Yep. Okay, so everything but 2 is now fucked.
Yep. Unfortunately, they also are still stuck onto Burrowin. Except for 1. 1 can't go this round. Burrowin is stunned. Which I think that means he can only make 1 attack.
No, stunned is you can't. Definitely can't do anything. Let me check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes, stunned is still the.
We'll learn this game at some point.
I mean, it should be.
We will.
universal monster rules. I need.
Vision. Blinded, dazzled. Stun. A stunned
Stun
creature drops
is-
everything held. Can't take actions. Takes a -2 penalty to AC. Loses his dexterity bonus to AC. So he can still move. Wait a minute. If they drop everything. So yeah, the Sturges that are on Berwyn, they drop off because they drop everything they're holding.
They can't take actions anyway. So
Yep.
just
But he can still move. Berwyn can still move. So you guys can run now. Or
if you can't take actions, then you can't move. Take a move action.
you can't take a
Either.
move action. So
Yeah, so I'm
But-
just.
yeah, but it
It's
did
just
get
like-
those 3
which is
off of you. So
Yeah,
got
exactly.
2 of the 3 off of you. So
I'm not complaining too much. Just finish them off, guys. Finish them off.
all right.
Yeah, it's like, it's only for this turn. So yeah, you'll be fine.
All right, Aurora. They might, because they're unconscious, they can legitimately just go right up to it, grab it, and throw it over the pit, and they will take 2d6 fall damage. Flat-footed. Aurora? Neff?
Sorry about that. I forgot. I muted myself. Okay. So Aurora is going to pick up
You're going to do what?
she's gonna pick up Surge number 3 and just toss it into the ravine.
All right,
Aiming for the water.
aiming for the water so it washes away.
Yes.
All right.
So that's you said 2d6 of damage?
Yep, 2d6 fall damage.
God damn it, only 3.
It's
Oh well.
only 3, so this is just the first Sturge. You just walk right up to it.
Yeah.
All right. Because it's unconscious and stunned.
Toss
It's
it.
not very hard, and they're bat-sized, so... While it's only 3 points of damage, it does land in the river, and it just slowly starts to float away. This is no longer your problem. Probably
If
going
it
to
doesn't
drown before...
drown-
Yeah, it's going to drown before it
Yes.
gets conscious again. All right. Unconscious. This is the only one that is still fine. So Erwin takes another point. This one is unconscious on the ground. Remy.
And they're stunned for how long? Sorry.
Hang
Forever.
on. It was unconscious, blinded, and stunned for. Didn't say how long it was.
I remember when you used it on the goblins, it was like 5 rounds or something of insane. That was all the way back at level 1.
Well, yeah, but I'm just like I thought there was the I thought there was a thing for how long it was, but hang on. let me just-
In that case, just go up there, mace. I assume there's some kind of. Is there any benefit because this guy's prone and basically helpless? Is there any?
Yeah, it's all
Sure,
applied.
sure.
It's all applied to him. There's number 2, which is the only one that isn't unconscious.
Oh, then
Do you want to yank the one on me off?
yeah. Would that be a strength check or what?
Leave it total.
Grapple.
It does get a bonus to grapple checks to get it off.
Yep,
or
plus
to
8
resist
racial
getting-
bonus to maintain its grapple on a full once attached because it got little barbs all over its body and legs.
So I'd say just stab it.
Yeah, might as well just. You know what? I can do this. Let's see here. I was there. It would be technically moving through enemy spaces when they're unconscious.
Yeah, but these things are tight. They're not very big, so.
So I can get flanking then.
He is stunned. I don't think he gives you flanking.
Oh, he's done. Oh, right.
Berwin's
Damn.
stunned because Azrai had to hit him with it.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then yeah, it doesn't make any difference to where I am. Yeah, I'm just gonna oh no, actually no, because I would get the sneak attack from there. Or no, that would not count because he's stunned. Never mind.
Wouldn't
Yeah, we
count
just
'cause
went
he's-
over this.
Right, yep. Sorry. So I'll just stab him and hopefully not hit Berwin.
It's
Oh boy.
nope. Roll
Do I have
against
to roll again, or is
Berwin.
it- Yeah, that's figured. Hey,
No,
another
okay.
2.
It's okay. You've had
I'm
a lot
just
of blood
on fire
drained out
tonight.
of you. You're not thinking straight either.
Yeah, I'm just on fire today with these rolls.
All right, Azrai.
Okay, you can take the flat-footed off me now.
Right,
I'm
you're
just
not
gonna-
flat-footed.
I'm just going to try to cut this fucker off. Just pull out my knife.
Hold that a knife. This is a knife.
That's a knife.
That's a spoon. I see you played Knifey Spoony before.
Oh, fuck off.
13 is a miss. God, yeah, it is. He's chugging like now.
Stop moving. Oh wait, he's not moving.
You said he's no longer stunned, right?
Yeah, he shouldn't be stunned now. If a round has passed,
Yeah. All right, so Berwin,
yeah.
it is your turn. You still got one of these nasty little things on you.
Yeah. So what I got to roll to kill it, get it off of me?
It was a CMB or escape artist to get free.
We'll do CMB. Do I just roll it in the chat?
Yeah, because it'll be against you.
Okay, so I'll just roll
Makes
it
the
in
roll
the
against
chat
you.
then. Yep, so that's a 20.
The plus 11 when grappled when attached. Sorry, I added it in. 29. No, it does not want to get off.
What the fuck? You mean plus 11?
It gets a plus 3 CMB, plus 8 while it's attached.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, these things got little barbs on their feet that they're like a tick, basically. It's like a tick if it was a butterfly the size of a bat.
Ow. Yeah.
All right. Aurora.
Okay. Aurora is going to grab number 5 and do the same thing.
All right. Just go ahead and clear these things out. Just
Yeah. And again, into the river.
Yep.
So this time she's going to be aiming for the bottom of the waterfall.
You missed.
Oh my god!
You miss, and you hear with a sickening splat as this thing just lands on hard rock. That kills it.
It's dead.
Yep.
Nice. About time someone got maximum damage.
Jesus. All right. Berwin takes another point of con damage. 3. Remy.
When I feel like he's no longer stunned, so
Just keep trying to hit it, please. I don't care. I just want this thing off.
all right. I can't get flanking because now Azrai is in the way, so I'm just gonna stab from where I am. Hey, I hit.
That's a hit.
Kill it.
always good.
4.
Fire damage.
It's
And
heavy
it's getting
damage, but
closer. It's
not
letting
all the
go.
way off yet. You just get a dagger in the damn thing.
Well, I have a +2 now because I'm flanking. Die, chump. Bullshit.
Roll against Burrow and see if you stabbed him.
Yeah, no.
No, thank God. It
By
chinked
one, you
against
missed by
his
one
armor
for the record.
instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Alright.
I'll just use my move since I don't think it can. I don't think it
won't-
can take an
it won't
attack
attack now.
opportunity. So I'm just gonna move out of the way for Remy. Like, yeah, I'm not effective right now.
All right, Burrowin.
Well, I can't do anything else aside from just the CMB, right? So.
Well, you could also stab it with a weapon if you got anything.
Oh, I thought you said I couldn't.
I didn't say that.
Like a light.
You asked me
Oh, I
how
thought you
to
said I
break
could
the
'cause it-
grapple with the thing.
Yeah, I didn't realize I could stab. I thought that was the whole point. Is I couldn't do anything because it was grappled. I couldn't attack
Like if
it.
you have if you have a dagger or something like that, it's also with something that's bigger than you when you are grappled. That kind of matters. But if it's a
Okay,
light
so
weapon,
I could stab it. All right. I thought the whole point of grapples was to prevent the. Okay.
Nah, this thing's too small to grapple you like that anyway. It's more attached to you. Think
Yeah,
like a
well, then I'll-
mosquito.
hit it with my sword.
All right, you managed to
There
cut
we
this
go.
thing off your body and just like slice it
Lord.
down. Aurora, want to toss the last one? You missed again, another splat, and as you killed the last one by throwing it, just football punt kicked. That was annoying, but you survived again.
all right, let's slowly start making our way out.
Oh, can you heal me with the
Get out of
get
here.
rid of con damage
Uh,
first, please?
Did you technically use the restoration, or did we just decide against it since it wouldn't have worked anyway?
Yeah, I decided not to.
Yeah,
So-
and directing your con damage, Nick.
Yeah. Yep. So hopefully her lesser restoration.
Like
will
a
do
So,
it.
would lesser restoration work on Berlin instead?
Magical effects reducing one of the subject's ability scores or cures 1d4 points temporary ability damage to one of the subject's ability score. Oh.
So yes, it would affect the Berlin.
Okay, then I'm using lesser restoration on Berlin.
Ability damage
So
to the
how-
subject's ability score. So yeah, you would heal him 1d4. So you would roll d4 and that's how many he would get back.
Okay, I will do that.
Hey.
Hey, now he only has 1 damage to his con score,
Okay.
which is much more manageable than 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
yeah. Let's go.
How far do we get?
Since we're here, Remy's gonna go in here.
He's gonna make a side trip, guys.
Well, we're moving on. How far do we get? he
So
can catch up.
what are you grabbing, Remy? What exactly is your plan?
I'm gonna basically use some of the rope to basically, essentially bundle up Black Spider so I can carry him easier and transport him easier.
Okay,
It's not going
so
to be very discreet.
Remember what they said though about the Speak with Dead? The body has to be like actually intact. It can't be like it's you can't just take the head. So, but
Well,
it's
yeah.
also already burned like beyond recognition. I'm not sure if that's gonna work.
From what I know, in the Remy's knowledge of resurrection in the world, like how easier is it be if they had the entire body on them? If they had the entire body with them.
For resurrection, that would definitely help.
Yeah, that's more like what Remy's goal is. Like, hey, I brought him back. Yeah, he's not alive, but like I also will acquire a diamond.
Now you gotta convince us though as well. Like, why are you bringing back?
Oh yeah, don't worry. I already got that planned.
Okay, so let's say because
I already got that conversation planned.
a bit straight.
Yeah, don't worry. I've been planning that.
Okay, so Remy catches back up to you guys as you're about to enter the maze, and he's got the black spider's body tied onto his back. Let's hear what you got to say, Remy.
I mean, the people of Phandelver are going to want to know that we were successful in dealing with the black spider. So what better way of providing proof that he's dead?
I'm just gonna hold up my staff and my new staff and be like,
yeah, but I mean, anyone can have a freaking staff, but we actually have the freaking body of him. Like, we can prove that, hey, we are the killers of him. We killed him.
Well, I guess
can't recognize.
That's a fair point, but it's still gonna be a bitch to drag him all.
Don't worry, I'll take. Yeah, like that's why I'll carry him on my horse and everything like that. Yeah.
Did you forget the Sturgeon's attack?
Can I roll a?
Can we, yeah. Well,
can I roll sense motive?
Let's roll sense motive versus Remy, your whatever bullshit is.
Let's see. It's not diplomacy. Bluff. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm 100% bluffing. Hey, 28. All right, a decent roll.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Like that.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, it's strange. I would probably bring up the stage, just cut the head off. Like I said, the Sturgeon's attack, just chop the head off. We got the staff. Take the head at least. Why the body?
Aurora is.
Okay, what is the nat 20?
Well, it would just be a 20.
Yeah,
we got 2 nat 20s. I don't know. This is 2 nat 20s, guys.
It's weird. It's odd. It's weird. It's odd. It's a very bizarre behavior, especially because Remy hasn't shown any sort of like trophy gathering behavior up until this point.
Nowhere.
However, there is a logical explanation that Remy has taken a lot of constitution damage. It may not be thinking quite straight. The same way, like after you've had a surgery and you've lost a lot of blood, you're not exactly all there. You're kind of loopy.
Yeah, he's a little loopy. Like, hey, we have the body.
If that's the case, wouldn't we just treat him like a med patient? Like, no, put the body down. Like, if that's the case, that's how we're treating him. Like, no. Here, we'll make a compromise. Take the head or the heart. We got.
I'm just gonna like.
I mean, I'll put him on my horse.
You're just I mean, like I'm just gonna keep one eyebrow raised the whole time, and I'll probably just let my new faction know, like, yeah, my associate did this thing after we cleared out Wayback Cave.
It really is. I mean, again, me and Aurora, we both got nat 20s here. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, the problem is though that our nat 20s are still lower than his.
It is. Put the cookie down.
It really is. Like, what's happening, dude? What are you doing?
It is a weird thing. However, it is something like to discuss outside the dungeon. If you guys argue loudly, especially in front of a door.
Well, that's why I'm like kind of bringing up now, because the Sturges were attracted to me because of the damage. Like, we're carrying around like a buffet for some of these creatures. Like, hold on, this might be a damage.
I mean, I guess
the head is one thing. It's the body.
I mean, if anything else, we can always just throw it at whatever undead are trying to eat us, and just like, here, have this instead. So I'm just gonna shrug and roll with it as we make our way outside.
What is Nundro saying about this? He's still with us, right?
Yeah.
Nundar, he's kind of rolled his eyes and went, ugh, adventurers. Adventurers have in the Forgotten Realms, they have a kind of like a stigma of being very weird people. like this sort of stuff is just kind of how normal people would expect adventurers to be up to. There are two types of adventurers. There are the heroic do-gooders. deeds
then the
beyond
murder
mortal
hobo.
comprehension, and then there's you guys.
Yeah. Aurora's just gonna nod her head at him and go, "Yep,
Like, if you say
we're
so.
Yeah,
like this."
I think this is everyone's immediately like, yeah, we're telling our factions here. That's
Yeah.
just some weird shit.
I mean, since he's
Yeah,
part
I
of the
don't.
Zentarum and everything, we're probably just gonna enter like this.
You know, none of you know that.
And
None of
you know
I
that.
know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just
know
saying.
that,
Like the
but-
moment we find out, we're probably just gonna be like, I won't kill you, and you won't kill me, and we can just kill each other's friends. How's about
I
that?
think it's one of the we've been to we've got each other's backs way too often for us to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna. It's like yeah, just like oh that's a bad thing, but you're still my buddy. Don't
My
play
buddy,
that
this is
shenanigans.
very strange, Remy. But if you really want to bring the body back with you, it's just like okay, but you're carrying it on your horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also
Oh, yeah,
smells
that's-
awful, Remy.
Well, I
Right.
don't. Yeah, smell. That's like, are we like that? Are we just like ringing the buffet with the monsters? Like, I feel like we're causing more issues of trying to get out. Then,
If he wants to do it, let him.
all right. How far are we getting?
You managed to get out of the cave without any further encounters.
Okay. All right. So at least we didn't attract any more monsters.
You make
Okay.
Recover, you guys got my side, taking human shield to a new level. Yeah.
I mean,
All
all
right.
right. If you just want to piss on his corpse that fucking badly, like okay.
So what happens when we get back to Phandelver?
All
Then?
right, so you managed to not have any encounters on your trip back to Phandelver as well. It is late into the night when you get back to Phandelver. But if you go and find
Gundred and Sildar.
Gundred and Sildar, is ecstatic. Gunder is over the moon to have Nundro back. There's a moment of weeping as Thundred. I guess he left his body up there by the entrance. Would you bring that back, especially if you're bringing back black
Oh
spiders?
yeah, at that point, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
bring back
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna bring back like an actual person to give
Mhm.
proper respects to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by this point, Aurora would have taken the boots off to give them back.
All right. Gunder and Nerdro will offer the boots back to you, Aurora, as a thank you for your hard work and dedication. So you're allowed to keep them.
Okay. She's gonna slip her feet back into them then.
All right.
And here's
Yeah.
You know,
Remy brought
just in
proof
case
to
they
the
wanted to keep it, she was willing to give them up.
Remy brought proof for the Vax spider's death as well. If you can
Yeah. You know,
tell.
Yeah.
I can't hide that from people to Phandelver.
Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta show you. If you told us you wanted to show it as proof, so we're showing as proof.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you want to,
I couldn't hide that if I wanted to. So that's why I'm using that bullshit.
yeah, if you have a gibbet, maybe that might be a good idea. Or gibbet, put the body in a gibbet for a few days. Let the townspeople know that we are safe from the drow.
And have a public burning.
That too, yeah.
Yes.
So Sildar is very pleased with your work. So is the cleric whose name I can't remember, Azurai.
I forget her name too, but and I definitely tell
Gariel, Sir Gariel.
And also just like, hey, we weren't able to fully clean everything. We got like really, really fucked up.
Yeah, we'll tell him about the wraith as well, and that we did find the spell, the fortress spells, and that it's guarded by a specter, but you can reason
He's
with the
pretty-
specter.
That and just like the magic has greatly diminished, but it's from what we've gathered, it seems like it's only from lack of use. So if the place is in full operation again, it should the magical effects caused from the forge should be more substantial.
All right. So the Rock Seeker brothers, they don't seem deterred by that. They go, well, that's fine. We can just use that for like temporary control against what offense about the mine itself while we get things back up and running. They
Yeah.
do.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, much of the Spectre's been there as well for who knows how long, actually working with in tantrum with the.
And there's some stuff there that was intended for this one hero.
So just pretend you are that one hero when you go down to get it.
Oh yeah, like they think it through and it's like we can just get like another hired actor to pretend to be that guy. And
They did
Sidar,
tell him he was probably dead. So
Yeah, well,
but
well,
he
to be
got
fair, we
better.
brought him back. Exactly, he got better. We
And
can
Nundar
make
was
that
there with you when you were talking to the Spectre. He knows what he's like, so they're able to come up with a
Yeah.
plan to get that magic armor. And they'll probably end up giving that to Sildar as like a thank you for his part in all of this. Of course, you four will get a 10% of all the mine's income once it comes through as your big reward. Sildar is a bit concerned about the fact that you brought the body back with you, because you haven't done that with anything else you've killed so far.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah,
mean, everything else we killed in town, so I mean, this is the first thing we killed out of town. So
not the goblins. Yeah, probably at some point maybe bring that aside. Like, yeah, this is the first time
they were
we've
also
done
very far away, and we were on foot for most of that.
it. Yeah,
I
like,
mean, goblins are goblins, so like but this
The
is like
moment-
a proper bad guy we killed. So yeah, it's not too far out of this realm.
Cragmaw Castle, Cragmaw Castle. But yeah, definitely bring that aside to, because we did take out a king. Bring that aside to Sildar and someone like, yeah, that's the first time he's ever done that. Like I said, if you want to play it right, just put the body in a gibbet or something, and see if anyone tries to steal it or do something with it, or maybe cut the head off.
Yep, he will say, "I'll get some hired guards around the body to make sure nothing happens to it."
I maybe do a well, this isn't historically. Do you know the what's his William Wallace? What they did with Wallace?
No, they put his head on a pike, didn't they?
They took all of his body parts. They put it all across the country.
Yeah, they hid all his body parts all across the country.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's like they couldn't give him a proper burial.
Well, yeah, they weren't
Yeah.
giving a proper, but it's also like, again, they put it in specific locations to show, hey, this is the body, the arm of a traitor. Don't do that, and it had the opposite effect of making.
It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah,
It's the only way to be sure.
with William Wallace. Yeah,
Sildar is he's not
We don't need
that
to do that.
gruesome.
no. Like I said, I was just saying, like, well, just take the head off, put it on the pike, and then
He'll
just
hire
close the
some
rest.
guards from Halia Thornton to watch over the body, because she's got some people she can do for that.
I would say use people you trust yourself, but 'cause I forget who Halia is.
She runs one of the prospector things, and so she's always got like
Don't get prospector guards. You said you was getting guards from Neverwinter. Get the guards from Neverwinter or something. Granted, they are not as good either.
guards from Neverwinter have escorted the glass staff back to Neverwinter.
Oh, right. They didn't bring anyone. All right. Yeah. Oh, who's the other guy we forgot to miss? I forget Halia was Merchant Proctors. Who was the one we never met? What was his name? The lion guy or whatever?
Darren Eldermath.
Is it the Gauntlet? He's the Gauntlet guy?
Yeah, he's the Gauntlet guy. He's a
Yeah.
former adventurer, so actually, yeah, he totally would put him on there.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we put him on
Well,
that.
it's just like, why we put the Proctors? I'm like, I guess we could. Yeah, just get the adventurer.
Otherwise, this adventure's pretty much complete.
Well, hold on. I think Remy needs to steal the diamonds, right?
Remy, are you actually going to go through with
Weird.
stealing the diamonds?
Well, first I want to check in with my boss to see how much in trouble, deep shit I am in, And basically, like, tell her, like, hey, I got the body, I got it. There's a diamond I can get my hands on. You know,
I
Well,
don't
it depends
know.
on how much valuable the diamond is.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how. Like, well, all I know is we have diamonds. I don't know how the value of them.
Okay, appraise check on the
That
diamond.
matters? Oh, wow. It's not
Yes,
just
Yeah,
diamond.
it does in D&D. I don't imagine it's the same in Pathfinder.
20.
I know Kellen's got like different values of diamonds for different spells.
These diamonds are worth 100 gold pieces each.
Oh, so I might be powerful enough then. Gee.
Okay. Let's just see here. Resurrection. is
Diamond worth
10,000.
10,000 gold pieces.
Good
I
lord.
don't
Well,
think we
shit.
have enough.
And that's a 7th level. Wait, hold on. Ray's dead. Let's check.
Yeah, I don't think it's like. Yeah, I
Ray's
think
dead is lower.
too much time has passed. I think for that one.
That
If
one's
it's the
worth
same as-
5,000.
Jeez.
We still don't have enough.
Yeah, raising
I
the
guess
dead
the
is
resurrect-
it's not an easy thing to do.
And
no.
So, yeah,
True Resurrection is 25k.
So yeah, I'm screwed. All right, that's good to know. I can steal all the diamonds, and still wouldn't be enough. Even when you wouldn't scratch the surface.
So she is disappointed that you weren't able to bring him back alive, but seeing the state you're in, she's kind of also thinking like, God, well, God's damn, it's good he came back at all. So
I mean, like, you do have the body that you can speak with the dead. That's all. Like, that's about as I got. Although now they're going to probably have that body on their surveillance, but
yeah.
I imagine things can be taken care of about that.
She says she'll see what she can do. Raising him back from the dead, he was not that important to begin with.
Well, at least you can speak with the dead. And
Yeah,
all
but
that.
speaking with the dead, because she's more interested in what information she can get out of him. That's what she wanted him for.
Well, you got 5 questions to do so with.
5 questions, so she'll have to think about what those are.
Wait, no, it was a question per couple levels, so it could get more than 5.
Oh, it's different from Pathfinder.
Depends on.
Yeah, I read it off earlier. Let me just double check it.
Who's
Again.
the
Oh,
boss?
then just like I assume this in turn have a powerful spellcaster they have.
They are in league with the clergy of Bane.
Well, there you go. Then you'll be able to ask as many questions as they want. Then.
Casting time is 10 minutes. Duration 1 minute per level. 1 question per 2 caster levels. So you can get up to 10.
If she gets a strong enough cleric out here, but she's not big enough on
Yeah.
the totem pole
Yeah,
probably
no,
to get a 10-question cleric.
Who's Remy's
Yeah,
boss? What's the name?
Talia Thornton.
Oh! I forgot. I was so confused. Like, wait, who's the boss? I thought it was a guy. Oh, it's a girl. Oh, wait, yes. Fuck, that's right. Shit.
Yeah,
the guy-
she's like one of the merchants here in town.
Right, I forgot.
She's one of the pillars of the community, which is why Sildar trusted her.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I was so confused when you did that. I'm like, who the fuck was she?
She was also one of the only
Right.
people that the Red Bands were leaving alone because she scared them.
That I remember now. I just completely forgot. That's on me. I was like, who the fuck is that?
So yeah, that was going to be the joke. Is like, oh yeah, we'll put Hylia Thornton and a couple of her men on that. She'll make sure the body's safe, right?
The burly,
Yeah, man, she's
rigid ass was like, the fuck you using prospect? Get that for adventurer. Just do so much more experience.
Yeah, get the adventurer with one leg.
What's the body? It's like he just has to sit there, right?
What's it gonna do? Walk away.
It got up and walked away.
What's it? Well, I guess is that it then?
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the adventure.
The epilogue. What does everyone do?
That's a good question. What does everybody want to do afterwards? Like, okay, Aurora. Now that the Wave Echo Cave has been found, what do you do? Like, what's your next plans?
She's going to let her faction know about Remy being loopy.
A little crazy. That was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a blood loss, I swear.
Yes.
Right, Remy, right.
And then after that, kind of
Oh.
like, what does Aurora do? What's her ride into the sunset moment?
She's probably just gonna stick around.
Stick around. All right,
Yeah.
Remy.
Well, basically, yeah, check in with my boss and see where she wants me.
All right.
Imagine being a official member, like where do I go next?
She wants you within arm's reach, so you're staying here, at least
Okay.
for now. All right, Azrai.
Well, I guess first thing, as soon as all is said and done, want to just have a nice, good meal with everybody. Before we end up parting ways or doing whatever. And I'd probably be doing the same thing the next day, talking to the priestess and being like, okay, where do you think the Harpers might need me?
There are plenty of things. It feels like Vandalen is going to be the center to a lot of things in the future. So they're going to keep you here for now.
Okay, so, all right, not heading back to Neverwinter or anything. So I guess,
Hey, yeah. Aurora's, if one of her faction is in town, she's gonna ask that too.
Yeah. That's pretty much going to be the response for everybody, is that the factions are going to want you to stay here because getting Wave Echo Cave up and running, getting the Forge of Souls up and running is a high interest for all the factions in the area.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that would be the answer, which is why I said she's probably just gonna be sticking around. But better to ask and know.
and we probably go back in once Remy's better to actually fully clean out the cave
Yeah,
and
that too.
do all that stuff. And just spend a good while in Phandelver getting the forge up and running.
All right, and Burrowin.
I'm going to become the sheriff of Phandalen. Help Sildar secure the town and start rebuilding like that manor. Let's start rebuilding that. Maybe hire some like deputies and actual town guard to prevent any more Red Brand taking over and whatnot.
Yep.
Start
The dwarves are also
redeeming.
interested in getting the manor up and running, up and built up
Yes.
again. So the true
And that would be another
town
thing.
hall.
Yep, to make this, and start, continue the work to secure that alliance as well, with the dwarves in terms of the mining as well. Make obviously one of the Lord's alliance, they want the peace and stability, so that would be the striving. Rebuild the town, start building actual fortifications as well. Maybe just a stone wall around it, a gate, get guards up and going, and just just act like the sheriff, so to speak. Help Sildar keep the peace and security.
All right. Well, and that's what your lives are like now.
Yeah, and continue to put the moves on that Sister Grail. Not the moves, but maybe the friendship kind of thing. I don't know what we were going for with that.
I wasn't aware there was anything at all. So
No, not really. Not really either, but whatever. Yeah, because that was like the religion he had was the luck shrine thing. So maybe rebuild that shrine as well.
and the Shrine of Timora, yeah.
Unknowingly helping the Harpers essentially is what's happening.
The Hoppers aren't that bad. The Hoppers are like the good guys of the setting. So,
Mhm.
all right, that brings our adventure to Phandalen to an end. Next week we will be picking the Pirate Crows back up and finishing off that adventure.
I
Um,
can't wait to be part of it again.
And then after that, I think everybody here has decided we'll make sure she's agreed to it, but we might be taking a deep dive below. So get ready.
Below into what, sir? Below into what?
I don't know, but you might want to grab your light sources and grab your picks because it's going to be
We're playing
dark.
Minecraft.
We're playing Minecraft. We are 10-year-olds. We yearn for the mind. Flint and steel. All right. That's going to do it from us tonight. Oh, right. Stream memes.
Yep. Memes.
Memes, and don't forget to promote as well.
Promote.
You got some things on
I
the.
didn't have much to promote. Things are coming, but it's still like weeks away before anything's actually ready to see.
Gotcha.
So, soon we will have things. So, see you in the trenches. Bless and sanitize you. Skeletons. I want to do. I don't know what Azariah once the crafting is open.
Yeah, wants to start making stuff.
Of course, the fireball gift we see every time. They don't even have dental.
Wow, the sippy straw.
Wow, you put a sippy straw in you, Remy.
Yeah.
Oh, he just splashes it on the face. Ugh. Last thing you need is
Nasty.
caffeine.
What Berlin has been waiting with that haste.
That's
Yeah.
right, that's it.
Finally
It
got
goes
to do at
just
least
like
2
you-
attacks.
It's like, yes, you can finally have more than one attack.
Oh,
No
especially
touchy.
with our
No
rolls.
touchy.
No touchy.
Lass and Wraith. I don't know.
That's horrifying.
That's horrific.
I mean, it's what the thing was doing to poor Remy, but yeah.
It's all the mushrooms. Because all the mushrooms were
Plants.
fighting zombies and stuff. Yeah.
These
You guys
small
walking into
mushrooms.
that room and it's just like, nope. All right, the Sturge is smelling the blood. Kind of like that.
Pretty much. Oh, good old Simpsons.
I don't know why
And-
Remy's using Thunder Shock.
Or just like, massive amount of damage.
Okay.
Neff's plan, just throw bodies in the water.
Put the cookie down
Yeah.
now.
Change cookie with body. Put the body down now. The body's on the floor, not the body.
It's in planes too.
Amazing corpse.
It's like you remember human shield, protect our tanks and planes.
I got better. Speak with dead. Right off
off
the
into the
sunset.
sunset.
The child that yearned for the mines. Alright. So that's it. Like I said, next week we go back to the high seas, and then after that, we dig below.
GG, everybody. Good campaign.
Yeah,
It was
GG.
fun.
fun.
Gee.
So good to revisit Phandelver. I love
Bro,
it.
it's going to start an OnlyFans according to Proton. Strike the
Alright, we'll see you all next time. Bye.